Do that to get the energy flowing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Ken Billions. This is Coin Gang Ministries. Welcome on this good Sunday. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here. This is a place where you come in ordinary and you leave extraordinary. And what makes you extraordinary is your thinking. That's what we do over here. We deal with thinking. You're at the right place at the right time. This is the number one home for personal development. Over here, it's ministry for the abstract mind, and it's a safe space for everybody out there that has an out the box philosophy. If you don't know me, my name is Ken Billions. And if I don't know you, please introduce yourself to me. I love to say hello to you. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what city you repping, what state you repping, what country you repping. Shout out to you and yours. It's a beautiful day. And I hope you are somewhere being appreciated for real, and never, never tolerate. I hope wherever you are, somebody sees you. I hope wherever you are, somebody hears you, right? I hope you are safe. If you have babies, please keep your babies close. I was on TikTok the other day and I'm listening to I'm checking out Pinky Girl, right? She yes. And her kids are screaming in the background. And I'm just like, wow, are you gonna get off this live and go see what's up with your babies? I mean, people be live all day, right? And I'm like, yo, there's no way you have time for your kids. So please keep your babies close. This is not the real community. To all my content creators out there, male and female, men and women, get offline and go with your babies. Please, please keep your babies close, right? Not your comment section, not your friends list, not the members. Keep your babies close. The fact that I have to tell people that is interesting. I had to put it in Pinky Girl's chat. Like, love, go check on your kids. All I hear is screaming and banging. Go make sure your babies is okay. So please keep your babies close and be patient with the people in your life that is trying to love on you. We are working on social media platforms more than we are working on the love that we have in our real world, right? I know this world is kind of hard, so it's hard for us to engage. So we hang out online. Nah, deal with this. I got good news for everybody. Seriously, serious good news. I want you to know that over here it's about personal development, and personal development is for everybody. Personal development is for the man, it's for the woman, it's for the babies, it's for the elders. It doesn't matter if you have bread, it doesn't matter if you're married or single, trans, gay, straight. That's politics that I don't deal with. Personal development is for everybody. It's for the hoes. It's for the D boys. It's for the lames. It's for the squares. Because wherever you're at in the world, whatever you're doing, you need personal development. So when you're rocking with your boy, I want you to know it's all good over here because it's about the bars. Man, for my members, Wednesday, 11 Eastern Standard Time, we'll pick up with our series, The Wounded Healer. So that's for my members. If you're interested to check Ken Billions out behind the scenes, go ahead and become a member, whether that's on Facebook or YouTube. And we will continue our series on The Wounded Healer. It'll be week 4, okay? So shout out to you. And before we get started, I want to say shout out to the people that come and put it on the wood ASAP. Shout out to you with the 2-piece. It looks like a euro. Fanta, peace to you. Shout out to you for that. You know what I'm saying? We make it do what it do. All the way from France. That's what's up. Shout out to the homie with the 9.99 already spent, always putting it on the wood. I ain't even got to say nothing. I got people that understand the assignment. So shout out to you. So I got a good conversation today. So I don't like to comment on things when they first happen. I know it's all about first. You see something that happens and you want to be the first one to comment on it. And in social media space, if you don't talk about something when it happens, it's old, right? But I like to sit and think because I always need to see what I'm looking at. What is this that I'm observing? Our conversation today is uh, a no judgment conversation because it has everything to do with you, the viewer. It has everything to do with where we're at in the world. And we're going to do a deep dive, but no judgment though, because it's important that we deal with how to think and not what to think. Our conversation today is the Brittany Renner dichotomy, beautiful disaster. And when I watched this last night, it had so many different things going on. And, I seen it and I wanted to sit with it like, yo, what is this? What are we looking at? And it was so many, I heard people do different videos on it. Everybody's kind of missing it because we love to judge. But people don't understand about Coliseum rules. Coliseum rules is the Roman shit, right? We love to see people get eaten. We love to see people fall, especially if they're nice looking, especially if they got dough. And if you're a person that has really never been picked in your real life, when you see people on social media falling that have been picked, it is a beautiful disaster. That's what we're going to talk about today. A beautiful disaster. And while we're watching this, what's happening to us at the same time? Right? So, without further ado,
PJ just got an amazing contract. How does that make
press one if you can hear this. Right? So let me take it from the top because this automatically starts off wrong. Right? So I'm gonna give you the game on what's wrong with this and how you don't get caught up in this. So press one and make sure you can hear this. Right?
PJ just got an amazing contract? How does that make you feel as a woman knowing that's your baby father? What is
Oop,
your
wrong. Wrong. Do you know why that's wrong? That's personal. Right? That's personal. So herein lies the problem with everybody, right? Where everyone gets it wrong. Everyone is hanging out on social media instead of working here. Why do y'all come here so personal? First off, she puts people in her business because everybody wants to live their truth. So you put people in your business, but you don't show up with a philosophy. So when you're on platforms, you're talking about your personal life more than your work. That's wrong. When you show up here, you show up with your philosophy. You don't show up with your personal life. If you talk about your personal life, you use it and bring it back to your ideals, your concepts, and and your core philosophy. Y'all talking about your marriages, you're talking about your traumas, you're talking about your children, you're talking about everything but your personal philosophy. And the reason why is because many people don't have a core philosophy that they adhere to. A brand is not a person. A person represents a brand, but a brand is a promise. Okay? A brand is not a logo, right? It's not pictures. It is a promise, okay? The internet is delivering a promise to everybody every single day when you show up here that it's purely personal. Talking about each other, exposing each other, giving your opinions about other people, but not what they think, right? Everybody's invested in everybody else's lives. Cool. What's the problem? So when it's time for you to show up, you show up personal. This is the first thing they asked this girl about her business. Why? Because she put her business out there. And the mistake that she makes is she answers it. But who brought her here? My suggestion to you is this is your digital footprint. When we look back 20 years from now, 30 years from now, all of this is in the cloud. Your ideals are what live forever. You will be invisible in the human story because you use social media personal. Do you know why? It's because people don't have a community in real life. So telling your truth is a way to get a online community, people that understand you. Right? That shit is smoke and mirrors. Let me tell you something. Because the same people that's in your comment section that you think are your peoples that you're engaging with on the DM say something they disagree with, and it's smoke and it's screenshots. Yo, you have to create a community in real time of like minded individuals that see the world how you see the world. This is business. You have people showing up here every day, hanging out like it's the water cooler. Me, never. Matter of fact, when I first started going viral, 2017, 2018, my mama died. I was going live every day. My kid had homework though, but I got the phone in my face. And the sad thing about it is, none of the people that's following me ever ask, how am I as a daddy? How am I as a friend? How am I as a partner? But what I was saying was confirmation bias for them, and it just egged me on. So I showed up every day. But my kid got homework, and I showed up every day. But my kid got homework, and I showed up every day. And my kid is hungry, but I'm showing up every day here. And the people in the crowd are like, preach, brother. Go ahead, brother. But no one is asking, yo, Ken, your kid got homework. Before you get here, did you check your baby's homework? That's how dangerous the comment section is. That's how dangerous them likes are. Because the people that are liking, they don't give a damn how you're showing up in real time. As long as you show up with the exposing, as long as you show up for the world stage. But guess what? For every content creator, for everybody doing this, your kids and the people in your real life are like this. Bad, right? And when they give you the report card about yourself, you're gonna be upset. Yo, this is business. Straight up. But this don't come before the crib. I gotta make sure everybody in the crib is straight. Everybody good, everybody straight. Then I come on here and do my business. And if I put you in my personal life, I bring everything back to personal development. So that's the first thing. As soon as this interview starts, it starts off personal. Why? Because people are showing up to social media without a core philosophy. Talk about your ideals, right? Get offline if you're gonna do this shit personal. This is an opportunity for you to change the trajectory of your family's bloodline. And you're coming here for personal matters. Why? Because everybody's in their feelings. Everybody want to come here and talk about their truths. I want to talk about my truths. Why? Why? Okay? So that's why this interview starts off wrong. Okay? Before you go do an interview with somebody, before you go on a platform, already have in your mind your personal philosophy. Is it health? Is it wellness? Is it finance? Notice when Warren Buffett is somewhere being interviewed, he's always talking about money. Tony Robbins is always talking about personal development. With us, everything is personal, right? Pay attention to the professionals, okay? Gary Vee is talking about digital marketing, right? And if he uses an example of his personal life, he bring it right back to digital marketing. Whereas we constantly talk personal. Yeah, and you ain't say this when this, that, right? This is water cooler shit. So please miss me with you're oppressed. If you're oppressed, then use the internet to get out of oppression, right? If you're so oppressed and the society is so bad, then why are you ain't using social media to network? Why are you hanging out online? And I don't care what nobody say. Everybody that goes live every day, all day, I want to see your parenting report card. I'm sorry, right? I can be anything online. Call me anything. But that boy, that 15-year-old I have, as long as I'm his superhero, I won. All right? So this starts off wrong because it starts off personal. Asking about her baby daddy. But that's her fault for living in her truth, right? And allowing people to overstep their boundaries to get in your business. Okay? So that's what happens when you live in your truth. There's no boundary, right? And there's no respect. So people think that they can ask you about you and your baby daddy. But when I'm listening to Lisa Nichols and she's talking about personal development, her personal stories are tied to moving forward. She's not just sitting there talking about when she was poor with her son. No, it's about moving forward. When I'm listening to Abraham Hicks, it's about moving forward. This is permanent underclass shit. And that's why the conversation stays right there. Sex, who you sleeping with, right? Beef, who you don't like, right? Smoke, shade, exposing, whole videos talking about other people. All right? So that's why this starts off wrong.
First view on that.
Honestly, I want my child's father to win.
Exactly.
It's just what it is. And regardless of what people say, I believe he deserves whatever he feels he's worthy of. So, whatever that contract looks like, that's what it looks like. And I didn't have a child. You know, I had a second degree tear. You know what that looks like?
I'm gonna say
Hello?
say no. I'm gonna say no for all of us.
Is everybody fucking listening?
Say no.
Hello?
Yeah, your
A
son.
second degree tear? You know what that
think
looks
we do
like?
that.
I mean, that boy was that big when you had him.
He was.
Another thing, you need sympathy from strangers. But let me say this from a dude, from a dude perspective. I have a friend that I brought on the show named Tahari Divine, and she talked about basically the medical apartheid of black women. And it was brought to my attention, I never seen it like this, that what prison is for black men, the hospital is for black women. There is no empathy for what she's saying is because as men, we don't know what women, specifically black women, go through in the hospital, right? I didn't even know. You understand? I didn't know about Henrietta Lacks until I did my research. I didn't know about that, right? So when you're on platforms, you have to make sure that the people that you're talking to can be educated, or that they already know what time it is, because when you say something like this about the fact that you were ripped, right? How can a dude understand that or even care? Black men specifically, we don't know about that. So we have no clue about what black women go through in the hospital, right? You remember when Tahari Divine came on my show and she talked about strokes, she talked about matters of the heart that black women specifically go through. And when I talked to her behind the scenes, I was stunned because I did not know about the medical history of black women in America in the hospital. I didn't know about this dude right here. I had no clue. And I'm sure the guys on this platform, they don't understand either or know who this is. This is Marion Sims, J. Marion Sims, who is quote unquote the father of gynecology. I did not know this. Okay? So I was unaware because we're focused on, or we're taught the history of black men. And the only thing we know about black women is like, oh, they got raped. Okay, but we don't understand that gynecology, the science of it, where does it stem from? So I didn't know that black women 13, 14, 15, 16 years old were being experimented on with no anesthesia. I didn't know that. right? So when Brittany Renner is trying to get these men to sympathize with her, I didn't know that. I didn't have empathy for what black women go through in the hospital because I didn't know. And she's talking to people that don't know. That's why you can't go to every platform. Right? So this automatically starts off wrong. Right? So, for men, when you go or you have you mother, sister, your partner, it's important that we go to the hospital with them, right? So we can have some oversight in the kind of treatment that black women are going through in the and when they go to the hospital because it's baked in American history that we don't feel pain, black women specifically, right? I have a patella, I tore my patella tendon, so I needed surgery. And a patella tendon it allows your leg to swing back and forth. It's like a cord that snapped when I was playing sports. So I have like a 9-inch scar going up my leg. I was put to sleep for surgery for that. I've also had 2 eye surgeries where I was put to sleep in surgery. When black women were tested on in their lady parts, there was no anesthesia. It's with dirty utensils, okay? And the reason why is because they believed that they couldn't feel pain. Plus, you're a slave girl, so you don't have bodily autonomy, okay? So when your lady goes to the gynecologist, understand that the father of gynecology did his experiments on black women's wombs, right? With dirty utensils, okay? Also, a lot of times without their consent and no anesthesia, okay? Hysterectomies, everything. It doesn't matter. She's a slave girl. She has no bodily autonomy. So what Brittany Renner is saying, and the men can't grasp that, that's why. So this starts off wrong because she's not there with a philosophy. And then 2, you're not talking to a like-minded community. It is not about just going to people's platforms just to talk and be seen, right? It's not worth it, right? So remember that. Somebody wants you to chop it up on their platform. What's the platform? Why does it matter? Right? What are we talking about? Who's the people? Right? Because even if you don't understand where a person is coming from, you have the maturity level to ask questions and get clarity on that. But this is what happens when you come here not working, right? This is business. Come show up for work and then leave, okay? So let's be clear about that. So no, also a good book on what I'm speaking about is let me bring it up. Medical apartheid, right? And go back in my library. I had Tahari Devine on twice where she was talking about this. And when she was telling me about some of these things, I was blown away. And what made me grasp it was the comparison of what prison is for a black man, the hospital is for a black woman. That is insane. That is insane. Okay? So I am not judging this girl, right? Because I know what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Because if I wasn't in the know, this could also happen to me too. Where I'm invited somewhere and I'm just there talking, showing up personal, and I don't know what's going on. It ain't that serious, yo. My philosophy is personal development. That's what I live by. That's what I want to talk about. My personal life is off limits unless I put it there, right? So for people watching, don't let this happen to you. Stop making shit so personal. Stop allowing people to be able to talk to you with no boundary and ask you shit with no boundary. But that's your bad. When you put your personal life online with no boundary, it gives people the right to overstep that, and you have to check that shit immediately like, yo, I'm here to talk about this. And if it ain't that, walk off. And also go through people's catalog and their library to see what they're on. But you got to make sure that you show up for work and you show up with your philosophy.
I think it was 8.1.5.
That means she had a big
boy.
baby.
Almost 9 pounds, right?
Another NBA player.
Does that matter to you? Does that matter to you? Who had such a motherfucking opinion about me?
Wait,
Does that
time out.
matter?
It's group. My
Hold on.
opinion changed, but
Hold
yeah,
on. Answer the motherfucking question.
no. No, it didn't initially. No, hell no.
Okay, I had a second degree tear. That means they sewed me up.
Yeah, okay.
Right. You know what that means? That means I love that
Remember
motherfucker.
what you heard him? He just said, oh, okay. Because we don't know about medical apartheid. I didn't know. And I've been dealing with black women my entire life. And when partners of mine were going to the hospital, I never thought for a second to go with them. Babe, I'm about to go get a checkup. Okay, holla at me. I didn't know. I don't let that shit now. Right? I didn't know until it was brought to my attention. And dudes, we don't know. Especially from the black woman perspective. Right? Because we tend to don't study black women's history. It's kind of male-centered. What the man went through. Nobody hurts like the black man. But, yo, the black woman is getting experimented on in the hospital. We don't know this, right? And it's very interesting. You have tons of women's platforms talking about gossip or bullshit. I'm not learning about black women's history when I listen to female content creators. So step your bars for black women up. Because why am I saying this? You should be saying this, right? You should have streams about the issues that black women go through in the medical hospital, not the dude.
My pussy was fucking split open for him.
Right.
You understand that? You lost 9 pounds.
Big one.
Okay?
Gratefully, I had a 5-pound baby.
Good for you.
Yes.
My
Yes.
baby was almost 9 pounds.
Big boy.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. All right?
No, I wanted to say that because I think it is important. A lot of people do
What's important?
that. You do wish well for them.
Most.
Here's the
Look at
thing.
what they're talking
Let me
about.
t-
The woman is talking about she had a split. Look at what it's talking about. Oh, yeah, I only care about if you support your dude. Listen, people don't know what they don't know. Do not expect people to know how to handle you and know how to talk to you. He skipped right over that. Do you know why? Because he don't know. But if she would have said PJ was locked up and I had to send him commissary, there would be relatability right there because we know the story of black men in prison. Or if he was gangbanging, or if he had to hustle, there would be more of a connection there. But he skipped right over that, right? But I'm not gonna put that all the way on him because it's for her to pin him right there and say, "Let me educate you real quick, just so you know what a tear is and how it works." Babies, 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 right? All we talk about is babies, 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 babies. But what about the women going through that in the hospital? Are they even safe, yo? Are they even safe? When my partner had my son, it was a C-section, right? So I had 9 months to educate myself on what's going on. When she took prenatal vitamins, I didn't know what that was. I was 24. Do you know what I was interested in? Conspiracy theories. Meanwhile, she got a whole life in her stomach right next to me. Do you know what I was reading? Behold the Pale Horse. Do you know what I was talking about? Monsanto and the dollar falling, the Amero. I was not studying her body. It's a whole black woman with my child in her, and I am looking at SETI on YouTube and what the Moors are talking about. Meanwhile, she's putting prenatal vitamins in her mouth, and I don't know if that's good for her or not because I'm not studying it, right? The only thing I'm thinking of, oh yeah, yeah, she's just gonna have the baby, right? But meanwhile, I'm reading every day, but it has nothing to do with her womb. I don't know about the history of gynecology. I don't know about what black women go through in the hospital. I don't know if the epidural is good or not. I don't know how to make this woman comfortable. I don't know. And when I'm around other men, we don't talk about when our woman goes to the doctors or in the hospital. We don't know about the lady part. All we know is about to have sex with it. We don't even know how to touch the breast to see if there's cancer. We don't know. We don't know. And I wasn't even thinking about outsourcing, of saying, hey, let me bring in a doula. Let me bring in somebody that knows what she's looking at, right? Never in the barbershop, ever, are we talking about our women in when they go to the doctors. It's not that we don't care. I didn't even know it was existed. But when I had a conversation this year and I was read the statistics about what black women go through in the medical field, and when they're going to these checkups, I thought about my own mama and how she was experimented on. No kneecaps, took every pill. The doctor was right, especially a white dude, a white doctor. And I'm like, okay, granny's going in the back with them people and we don't go, right? We these big dudes, but we're in the waiting room. Like, no, I want to go back there with her, right? We don't even understand how a pap smear works. We don't even understand how a pap smear works. When the dude was doing, when he was doing experiments on young black girls' wombs, when you do the knowledge on it and you look at the devices that were used for that, yo. So when you have when you have her talking about this to men, everyone's skipping right over it. And the only thing they can think about is how this girl's having a meltdown. That's all it's about. This woman having a meltdown. And I've seen women commenting on this, and the only thing they're talking about is how it's a meltdown. But they're not even relating to her as a mother or talking about her womb. I'm talking about female content creators looking at this, and the only thing they can focus on is her having a meltdown. But she just said she has a tear, right? But why am I talking about it? But the women who support women, you're skipping right over that. And the only thing you can think of is having a meltdown. Her having a meltdown. You know why? Because it's Coliseum rules. Everybody want blood. Why is the male, right? Why am I doing that? Why am I like, right? Because I remember when my kid was in the womb and how dumb I was. Dumb I was. Right? His mother's stomach was cut open. And I was in the room in the baby case. She could have died. Right? And I had 9 months to educate myself about the black woman's body. And a black woman specifically, because when they looked at Henrietta Lacks cells, this is a God cell. Right? I didn't know this. And I didn't know that black women's bodies were different than other women's bodies. Ask Henrietta Lacks' family, right? Clearly, her genetics are different. But I know about that school to prison pipeline, though. I know about all the lynchings for black men, right? But meanwhile, our sisters, our mamas, our grannies, our partners is going to the doctors all day without us men. And we're chilling. All right, baby, holla back at me. Yo, they're not safe. When they're going to the doctors, we're supposed to be like, yo, what is that? What does the prenatal vitamin do? Are they going to lose their hair? How come when a lot of women get pregnant, the baby takes their calcium? Right? Breastfeeding, stuff like that. I didn't know that. So you have an instance right here where a woman's talking about what she went through during this process, right? And there's no intimacy. I just want to let y'all know we've all lost to AI already. Because we're so fucking mean. We're so mean and we're so nasty and we're so cold-hearted that even just the the peer-to-peer relationship, we don't got it. You know why? Because a lot of us have not been picked in real life. So all this shit we're doing is a vendetta, and we're nasty and we're mean and all this healing shit. I can't tell because when the conversations happen, you'll know the healing because we can't relate to each other. Fuck that nigga, fuck that bitch, and that's what it is. Smoke all day, and it's Coliseum rules. So the more somebody has a meltdown, the more somebody gets dragged, the more somebody is having the worst day of their life. Everybody covers it. I ain't going, right? I'm not going, right? You know why? Because when you really do that shadow work on yourself, you understand that, I'll just get 10 views. I'll figure out the bread some other way. But I ain't going. Because when you go here, it keeps you in a certain state. So I'm stopping this to highlight how she showed up personal, and she's talking about something real right here. And this is a teachable moment. She had a tear for men. What does it look like? Your wifey, your baby mom, your mother during pregnancy. What does a tear mean? And how far can it go? And if nothing else, if you don't care about nothing else, what about your daughter? And your daughter's going to experience this. If she says, Daddy, I'm torn, what does that mean? Right? And it's our job for people in our life, we got to show up to the hospital with them. The same way black women show up to the courthouse, to the jail, to commissary. Prison for us is the hospital for them. Now blend the two.
Let me just tell you, you and every one of the motherfuckers that are commenting, she's doing too much. She. At the end of the day, this pussy had a second-degree tear. Do you know what that means?
You just taught us.
Ripped.
What is it?
Ripped.
Thank you, Charleston.
Ripped open.
Ripped.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, boy had a head like his daddy.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Boy had a head like his daddy.
Yeah.
That's funny. See what I'm saying? See, this is the thing. I'm not blaming either side. She shows up with this ideal of my truth, and nobody knows boundaries. So they think they can, oh yeah, he had a head like his daddy. That shit funny, huh? Right? She said she was ripped. They don't feel anything because they don't know about Henrietta Lacks. They don't know about medical apartheid. They don't know about none of that shit. So it's funny. Your boy got a head like his daddy. Ha ha ha. It's funny. Right? And because how she shows up, right? Let me tell you something. This how crazy it is. I'm on Facebook yesterday. And there was a couple people, dudes and women. Yo, y'all really be eating. Y'all, that's how personal y'all use this. Y'all be with your kids. You show everybody everything. So when somebody comes at you, it's very personal. And they think they can. I'm going to tell you right now, don't come at me personal. Because in real life, there's something attached to that. That ain't no tough guy shit. I show up on business. You show up to me personal, I show up to your event. Not just me. You understand? I ain't with none of that. So I'm not going to eat online. I'm not going to do certain things online because it's off limits. I'm here for personal development. I got ebooks. I got this. My shit, who's behind me behind the scenes, you ain't about to get that. I ain't no reality show. Because neither is Warren Buffett. Right? Neither is Carl Icahn. Neither is the billionaires that run the world. Why you can't get their family? Right? They show up and talk about their skills, their mindset. But the people, the poor, right? The disenfranchised, you show up and give everybody, oh, these my kids, first day in school, I'm eating, everything. Okay, so when somebody press you on a personal level, don't cry victim, right? Because you let them. You know what I mean? You let people come in your space because you show up personal and you make it okay. I'm telling you right now, it's not okay for you to come at me personal. There is a V word that's attached to that, right? You put it together. It rhymes with silence. There's something attached to that. All right?
Damn, shoot some horse.
All right.
Hold on.
So, a ripped fucking vagina. Let me hold on.
Say it again. Say it again.
For the people in the back.
Let me tell you something. 50 pounds. Do you hear what I'm saying?
That boy born 50 pounds?
No, you gained.
I gained 50 pounds.
Oh, shit.
Charleston, 50 pounds. That's just somebody, I'm just whatever. It's about money.
And they care why.
Let me tell you something. I can't be bought.
Hello.
That's what all these people in the chat can't seem to understand. They think I can be bought. They think that it's just about money. It's just
All these people in the chat. That's what everybody doing it for. Yo, show up as yourself. Leave as yourself. Everybody showing up for what the chat is saying. Right? Yo, when you walk through the door and your kid looks at you as a superhero, you could have been hoeing, you could have been dealing, you could have been doing anything. But when them babies look at you and you come in and they're like, mommy, daddy, when they on the bike and they want you to look, that's all that matters. You think the comment section? But I get it though. Look, man, look. You can go back and forth when people critique your ideas, your philosophy. I disagree. I don't agree, right? But your personal space, that ain't up for grabs. The people's opinion about you as a person, y'all really care about that? Y'all don't got the self-love that y'all claim that y'all have. Y'all not really feeling yourself how you claim you are. I am that arrogant. Ain't nothing moving me. You could talk about my eye. You could talk about my height. You could talk about anything. Go ahead. Right? I'm mashing for my rations. I'm really about bread. I don't give a damn about what the public is saying. Right? The only thing that matters when you in business is your customer service, right? Is your product correct? All the other stuff about your personal life, your mom and them, your children, all that, y'all really show up for that? And y'all really talk to the comment section? People with no picture? You don't got to do no work to show up online. You could just put a camera in your face and show up. And y'all really go in the comment section and really be tripping off the people talking about your hair, talking about, man, please. Never. You got to step your arrogance up. You got to step your narcissism up. Over here, we practice necessary narcissism. That means I'm the shit all times. I don't give a fuck. I got $5 in my pocket, $2 to my name. Yo, this America. We print money. This only a season. I'm going to get it back. You supposed to diddy bop no matter what. The comment section? What? So, but take it all the way back. She showed up personal. So people feel like they could talk to her personal. No boundaries. The only people that say, I'm just telling my truth, are oftentimes people that ain't connected to anything. You ain't connected to nothing corporate, and you not connected to no family that's really important, right? Because if you were, you wouldn't be talking like this. Oftentimes the people that say, I'm telling my truth, don't have nothing to lose, and that's all they got. So they got to get on from that. Right? But when you're connected to important people, you can't say anything. You can't just do shit like that because people connected to you is going to hold you accountable and they got something to lose. Keep your ears open. A person that's just saying anything you already know in real life, they are not connected to nothing bigger. Everybody is following a bunch of people who are loners in real life. Don't get along with nobody in real life. Don't have any friends. Ain't never been nowhere. Never was the star of the team. Don't have no awards. This is your peoples. This is who you're following. And you relate to them because you just like them. Oh, you got a problem with your mama? Me too. You got a problem with your daddy? Me too. A man done slapped you? Oh my God, I've been slapped too. A woman done left you? Oh my God, me too. And then y'all form communities around broken shit. And then what happens is y'all meet each other and then fall out with each other. And then it's now a race to see who could tell the business first. Come on, man. Y'all come together, right? And then now it's who can tell who business first. And nobody's worried about nothing happening. But you know these kind of people because they don't be nowhere. They don't be in airports where you might bump into somebody. They don't be at concerts where you might bump into somebody. They hang out online where you bump into nobody and you bat. Right? So this starts off personal because she's a woman that tells her truth. So everybody feel like they could comment on her personal life and there's no empathy for her. None. And I'm going to tell you why there ain't no empathy for her in a second.
Whatever is the highest bidder. I believe in true love.
Hello.
I heard her say that. But you
I
know,
said
we
it
be
100 fucking times.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
hello?
Hey, listen, now listen.
Listen to what I'm fucking saying. Shut the fuck up when a real bitch is talking.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
Get
Shut
the
the
room.
fuck up.
Take the room. Here we
Shut
go.
up. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, ma'am. Here we go.
Because I'm a real fucking bitch. You hear what I'm saying?
Talk.
And I care. And I'm a hopeful romantic. But I can't control. At the end of the day, I try to force something that wasn't mine. That wasn't my person. And that's okay. He's sitting over there motherfucking. Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit!
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Who's sitting through this? This a clown show. I am gone. Right? I am gone. Who's sitting through this? Now, this Coliseum rules, right? It should have already cut the camera, right? Now, let me tell you why they don't cut the camera. And let me tell you why people enjoy this, right? It's a light-skinned woman having a meltdown, okay? It's a light-skinned woman having a meltdown. Let me deal with the men first. Why did men love seeing this? Because this is the woman that many dudes hopped in their DM and can't get this. Oh, so dudes loved it, her having a meltdown. She's only dealing with the athletes and the blue checks. So this woman that many men couldn't get, she's having a meltdown. This baddie having a meltdown. Oh yeah, a lot of dudes like this. You love to see it, right? Makes you feel good, right? She's the preference. She is what a lot of dudes like. Oh, but women like to see this too. Number one, because your dude probably want that. Right? And a lot of women ain't had their glow, just now having their glow up. So this is the light-skinned girl that got all the attention before. So a lot of women like to see this too, right? The pretty girl is having a bad day. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. Huh. Oh yeah, the baddie is losing her mind. The guys and girls love this. And both what the guy and girl has in common, two people that didn't get picked before. The men love to see this. Yeah, look at this beautiful baby mama that left me unread in the DM. And the women love to see is, yeah, look at the bitch with the good hair. The nice looking girl. Uh-huh. What they be saying? Clock T? Clock T? Wake it up. I'm gonna wake it up. Oh yeah. If trust me, if she didn't have this aesthetic, it wouldn't hit the same. It hits the same because people got a pain body. How do I know? Because I done had a pain body before, and I done hated on people before. Right? When it wasn't my turn to shine, I was hating on a nigga that was Bentley driving. I was angry. Why he got the bread, right? Counting his money. So I know what it's all about. I know people shadow. This is the baddie that's having a meltdown, right? So both sides love it. Oh, the women is like, oh yeah. Yeah, that was the girl in school that used to get picked before me. And oftentimes Brittany Renner picked on the girls that didn't have their glow up yet. And she's the biracial. And a lot of dudes like her. You know, yo, you really think on a shadow level it's not a lot of women that's looking at this like, yeah, bitch, finally. Yeah, you ain't what you thought you was. Yeah, clock T. Clock T. let me wake it up. You know what I mean? Ha. But ladies, in the in the words of the infamous Cynthia G, she gets the same black man though. So to see her have a meltdown, why do you feel good? Cause she getting the same dude, right? She still ended up a baby mama, right? She gets the same dude. The courting stage might be different of what a guy does to get to lay down with her, but at the end of the day, she getting the outcome. She getting the same outcome as the other women. Same shit. Oh, y'all didn't know the preferences get the same shit? It's the same shit. Right? And for the guys, you carrying around pain because you got left unread, but meanwhile it's a chick right next to you that's really feeling you, really liking you, but this make you feel good. Ain't nothing fire about this. This a person having a meltdown. I hope that the day my time comes where I'm melting down from pressure and I'm melting down from social media, all things going on, I hope somebody cut the camera. I hope somebody gets up and be like, this ain't it. It ain't that serious. Right? I hope somebody does that, but it ain't. That's not how it go. I'm Ken Billion, so shit. Motherfucker love to see me have a meltdown, right? I'm the nigga with waves. If a person love to see me have a meltdown, I'm cutting the camera. Not only am I cutting the camera, I'm showing up with my philosophy. I'm getting up. This ain't that serious, right? I'm gonna try to grab her hand. Yo, you straight? Hey, come with me outside. If she snatch my hand away, that's on her. I'm gone. I'm not sitting here. This is clown shit. Why nobody has a problem being associated with clown shit? Yo, you know what's funny? Is what happened to the cool factor? Ain't nobody cool no more. Straight up. Ain't nobody just straight up cool. Like, that's a cool chick. That's a cool dude. Everybody be in the gutter. Nobody ain't cool no more. Right? What I remember is, if you ain't even had no coin. If you ain't even had no coin, you gotta have a cool factor. Ain't nobody cool no more. I'm too cool to sit here while this is happening. What? I gotta get up. I gotta get up. Baby girl's having a meltdown. And I'm gonna ask her one time. Right? I'm gonna ask her one time. Hey, Brittany, let's go. If she be like, fuck you, then I'm gone. Y'all can do this without me. Because I'm too cool for this shit. The views ain't that serious. Right? So, take it all the way back. You know how we got here? Because she came with no philosophy. See, when you come here with no philosophy, when you go to a place with no philosophy, no core ideal that you want to talk about, when you make it personal, you see the avalanche that happens, it's because of this. Right? No. Y'all, get y'all cool factor up, yo. Y'all gotta be too cool for some shit. Like, I'm not rocking with that. And there are times when we all are slipping. I hope that when you are slipping and it's your season, you got some fire homegirls that can check your ass, and you got some fire homies that can check you and say, hey, you don't need to wear that, or you don't need to be outside, or you're bugging, or you being a dumbass bitch, you being a dumbass nigga. Y'all scared to talk to your peoples like that. If they cuss you out or cut your water off or don't rock with you no more, so what? You can't have clown shit on your watch. Anybody could be checked. And when I'm tripping, if I'm doing the wrong live stream, I hope that people that have been rocking with me for a minute be in the chat and be like, Ken, this ain't it. Try again tomorrow. I love you. I'm not watching you do this. Do me like that. And I'm not going to go against you. Especially if I look at the chat and like, Ken, this ain't personal development. You tripping. End this stream. End this stream. If I get the text, Ken, get offline. Man, I'm Swayze. Because anybody can be checked, even me. And we do have moments where I need to sit my black ass down. I shouldn't show up on camera. But when you do this for personal use, you come and cry on camera. I'm just a real bitch. It's all about being real. My audience love, yeah, all right. People love to see you crash out. I'm just real. Right? People don't even showing up for work. Niggas showing up with no haircut. Women showing up any kind of way. Where your lipstick at? Why you ain't getting dressed? This is what happens. No cool factor. Because if I don't got a haircut, you get no live. Right? If my clothes ain't fresh, you get no live. It ain't that serious. Because it's work. Right? People making videos of them laying in the bed, hair all crazy. What happened to the grandmamas that told y'all to get y'all asses up and get dressed? Where y'all grannies at? Where y'all peoples at? Y'all doing videos in the bed, just woke up, crust on your mouth, letting people see you any kind of way. And it's all good, but it ain't all good. It ain't all good. You could tell who didn't have the aunties with the fire church hats. You could tell who didn't have the peoples with the plastic on the sofas. And you can't even lay on them couches. Y'all show up anyway. And this is how you get handled. Right? Yo, do y'all know the way you show up also creates a boundary? You show up like money when people see you in real time, they're going to approach you a certain kind of way. But if you are a person that be making videos in the bed, making videos eating on camera, showing up without your haircut, showing up without your Sunday's best, guess what? People going to put the press game on your ass. Show up for work.
When I'm talking.
That's peripheral.
Shut up.
That's peripheral.
Seriously, shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Because if you ever felt real love to where you have a motherfucking second degree tear, hello?
Wait. He didn't mean it.
Hello?
He didn't mean it.
Shit.
Hello? You don't know what it's fucking like.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I meant to hit this nigga.
Wrong guy.
Let me tell you
Wrong guy,
something.
champ. Wrong guy,
Shut the
champ.
fuck up. This right here is about to go. Let me tell you something.
We good.
Shut up
We good,
when
we
I'm
good.
fucking talking.
No, seriously, yo, come on. For
Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I meant to hit that nigga. Because you sitting over here laughing.
Chill. Relax.
I ain't chilling.
Let me say this too. For all the smoke about black men and men, period, this person is being super disrespectful, and none of these men are disrespecting her back. So for all the talk about dudes and black men, blah blah, right? She threw something at somebody, and ain't nobody tee off. That's gonna get skipped over. She's sitting in, I don't know if she's by herself, but she's sitting with all men, and no one's disrespecting this girl back. Let y'all tell it. All men are disrespectful. let's see if there's any disrespect that comes, because she's totally out of line, right? Totally doing the most. Let's see if there's any disrespect that comes from these men, and she's disrespecting their stuff, right? So I'm saying I want to see what happens with these males, what happens with these dudes, right? Because let y'all tell it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if where's the disrespect.
Relax.
Because at the end of the day, it ain't your pussy. Hey, listen, I hear you.
Nah, that ain't cool, lady. For real, I'm not part of this.
Hey, listen, that's fine. But guess what? You protecting him is what it is. Is it not? Is it not? Is it not?
She hit the wrong nigga,
Hey,
child.
don't be sitting over there laughing.
I'm not here to
Let me tell you, I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to him right here. I ain't talking about. Then bat me in my
Champ.
shit then.
Chap, she cool.
Apologies,
Chap,
Bat me in my shit.
Chap, let her make it.
Apologies, champ.
Bat me in my shit.
I don't hit women, yo.
That all right? Then shut the
Shannon
fuck
Briggs
up.
right here. Trip it out. We're good. We're good.
Apologies, champ.
At the end of the day,
Lady, for real.
all right, I don't give a fuck you talking about lady. I don't care. At the end of the day, nobody.
You talking about lady? I don't care. I don't care. You talking about lady? Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Preference or not, I grew up in an environment that was very put it like this. I grew up in an environment where everybody wasn't on that intellectual. People didn't know words like patriarchy, and it was people sold drugs and gang banged and all that, right? Her head would have been off. Straight up. Right? So I thought that these guys were very respectful because I grew up around disrespectful dudes. Straight up. And it wasn't even a guy. She feels very comfortable here. You know what I'm saying? And she wouldn't have got this off. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have got this off. She wouldn't have got this off, not even just from the dudes, because if somebody's sister was there, right? If somebody's girlfriend was there, oh, Brittany would have got pressed crazy. It's equipment around and she's throwing water. But take it all the way back. Why are you here? See, when you are talking about your philosophy, right? When you're talking about philosophy, this doesn't happen. When you talk about your ideals, this doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So, she talked about the tear. Nobody can feel it. They're in her business. It doesn't matter. She loses it. I understand. You know why I understand? Because before I go to the judgment, this girl spent her 20s on social media. I remember her from back in the day. She was rocking with Colin Kaepernick. She had her book. She was messing with the athletes. The last 10 years she spent on camera with no breaks. Brittany Renner is original IG 10 years ago, right? See? For us to feel each other and relate to each other, we got to be able to look at each other like that, like, this is a bad moment. I'm going to put this to the side. And I'm going to say, yo, you got to sit your ass down. Because for 10 years in a row, you have led with your truth, told everybody your body count, told everybody who you been with, right? And for 10 years straight, the light is on you. Yo, y'all got to be careful about the light, yo. Because when it hits you, let me tell you something. Here's why you have to do shadow work before you blow. Because when that light hits you, man, it is a crazy feeling and you lose yourself. You don't know what's what. This is the first time in your life where everybody's paying attention to you. This is the first time in your life where, where you matter. And if you was an ugly duckling and that light is hitting you and you're glowing up and you're growing on camera, what is the outcome of the child stars that grow up on camera? Everybody got the same outcome. Everybody loses their shit because it's the light. But there ain't no grace when we're talking about men and women that lose it. You know why? Because we love we love to see them lose it. Because as a regular person, it kind of, makes us feel a little good about our own lives. When I seen this, I felt super sorry for Shorty, yo. I felt bad because everybody's gonna miss the mark of what they're looking at, and everybody's gonna have their moment too. You gonna have your moment in the sun, yo. Let me tell you something. If social media was what it was back in 2018, I'd be done. When that light hit me 2017, 2018. I was viral on World Star 2012, 3 million views. I was blogging and my blogs was going all over. People was in my inbox. I'm on Blog Talk radios. I'm feeling myself. Feeling myself. I got direct access to women. I'm so damn distracted replying to 20 women. Yo, I ain't never had a woman problem, but damn, that was different. See, I'm going to keep it a stack with you, right? I'm going to keep it a buck with you. When I got my little access and women from all over, and I ain't have to leave the crib, and they on my phone, hey, cutie, let me know when you in town. Well, shit, sure. I'm going to be there next week. DM. And I could not go and talk to nobody about what I was experiencing. It was too fast. Right? Meanwhile, guess what was suffering? My baby was 4 at the time, 5 at the time, 6 at the time. So he's sitting right next to me, and I'm on my phone like this. I'm responding to DMs. I'm responding to notifications because I'm going viral. I'm thinking this is what it is. And I'm thinking I'm doing this for the family. No, I wasn't. I was doing that for me. That shit ain't had nothing to do with the fam. Right? See, I didn't know this little kid was going to keep growing and growing and growing and growing. Now the 4-year-old is the 10-year-old. Where the hell I been at? Like this? And you couldn't tell me nothing. Yeah, you a hater. Yeah. Bitches just mad. What y'all said? Hold on, let me do my combination. Wake it up. Clock T. Bitches just mad. Y'all just mad. Y'all just mad because I'm doing this and people looking at me. Y'all just mad. Clock T. Tuh. My son's sitting right next to me, y'all. I'm on my phone like this. My head is down. Right? Ooh. Right? People responding to me, telling me I'm this, telling me I'm that. And anybody has something to say, you just mad. Bitches just mad. Clock T. Wake it up. Until it hit me that this little kid on the side of me will never be like that. Yo, this is the youngest he'll ever be. He will never be like that. Now he's 15. And I'm like, yo, what's that under your mouth? Man, wipe that off your mouth. Man, that's a mustache. I'm calling the crib. It's a nigga answer. I be coming in my crib. I'm like, yo, it's a whole nigga in my crib. Who is that? He on my couch? That dude was that little boy. I didn't know. I already went viral already. I'm trying to get me some money now. It wasn't even about the money then. It was about the attention. You know why? Had a mother wound, yo. What? You know how many accounts I had to deactivate because I was talking to so many women? Real shit. They was just in my DM. The light was on me. And I could not talk about none of it with anybody. I had to go through it by myself. To one of them screenshotted a message to the other one. I'm like, oh shit, y'all do that? Yeah. Until I'm getting my phone blown up Nigga, you said do because I was lying. Clock T. You got a chick? No, I ain't got no chick. Well, who this then? Oh shit. Now I'm trying to protect one chick, trying to hide my shit, right? I would have rocked with you anyway. You just had to tell me you had a bitch, Ken. Blah 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 blah. Right? All that. All the Pookie shit. All the Tyrone stuff. Yeah, all that. It was happening too fast. I wasn't mature enough for that. I had a pain body. You know what I mean? I had a mother wound. I wasn't keeping it 100 with those women. Do you got a girl? No. Or I'm the master at deflecting. Little something like that. Or I'm married to the game. It's Sunday. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. These people lying. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you about my L. Right? I'm gonna tell you straight up. So if anybody's about to jump off the porch, you don't gotta go through that. I did it for you. Lying, not handling my light, right? Because I ain't had therapy and I had a mother wound and I was mad at Barb. I'm collecting people. I got a chick in every state. What? But I got the little kid right here though, and I'm like this, right? I'm Skyping, know what I mean? My son getting home from kindergarten, right? Soon as he get in, okay, all right, I'm outside. What? This when the Molly really came out. What? I'm really this. Right? What racks on racks. I got a whole drug soundtrack, y'all. Man, it's Sunday. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I had a whole drug soundtrack. Racks on racks on racks. Riding around smoking on Keisha. Man, what? The Molly just got on the street. The regular X was leaving. Man, I'm on this shit. I'm up for 3 days. What? I don't followers? I almost killed myself. What? $1,000. Give $1,000 to the dude. 1,001s in the strip club. Yeah, I know that. On the sofa. Don't $1,000 in the strip club. What? And you know why I messed with the dancers? Cause they would never see me with my family in the daytime. These is underworld girls that ain't gonna wake up till 3 p.m. So I made sure that I only mess with girls that was living that life. Hey, go get your clothes on. Can I just got here? Shit, let me tip you out real quick. Cause you know the dancer, she gotta pay the house. I'm paying the house for a couple of them. I ain't going unless you bring your friend. I done seen what the baddies do when the money's on the table. What? I'm spending 1,001s in the strip club. That's my life. Where everybody at now, right? In jail for conspiracy, football numbers. Where the girls at? I think about that now. Where's the girls from that life we was living, right? Where's the girls at from that life? The girls that was really coming into the strip club, dancing, trying to go to school, then they ran into a nigga like me. Hey, you gonna leave with me? No. Oh yeah, I know what to do now. Put the money on the table. How much is that? 7. You trying to go? What's she supposed to say? What's she supposed to say? Now she corrupt now. You see? You see? That's somebody mama now, yo. When the light was hitting everybody, we all corrupt. And now we all parents now? Come on now. How can I judge a Brittany Renner? I know exactly what she go to. I was at the BET Awards in LA. Right? I really lived that life. My friends OD'd, yo. The girls OD'd, yo. The girls have kids and they don't know who the father is, yo. Because you know we wasn't using no condoms. And we getting money in different cities. And we traveling. And we sleeping with women. And we busting in them. And we leaving. So they don't know who their daddy is. Oh, because we switched them. Hey, you go over to my man's and you come over here. See, they lying. I'm going to tell you straight up. You can't have no platform with judgment. You got to know what you're looking at. So I can't judge no Brittany Renner when I'm corrupt. Know my life. The first time a girl hang with me, that was her first time doing drugs with me. What is this? Oh, this Amali. You know how strong Amali is if you ain't never fuck around? Come on, man. What we talking about? It's Sunday. Clock T. Clock T. Wake it up. Come on, man. So when this girl's having a meltdown, I feel terrible. You know why? Because she ain't got someone like me, male or female, to be like, yo, I'm losing it. I'm going through it. You know why? Because everybody like to see the baddie. I was with the Brittany Renners. And all y'all do is, just go pray about it, man. Yo, people need your human connection. People need your human connection. You can't just throw people away. Or you got to get your ass off the microphone. Right? These men, these women is in the trenches. If you don't know how to pull them up out of there, you got to get off the microphone because stuff like this ain't funny. You understand?
Knows what I went through. Nobody knows what I'm going through. So nobody, you, him, whoever the fuck, you don't get to sit here and talk about shit.
This drunk bitch is playing herself.
Ain't nobody drunk bitch talking about nothing.
We family
What's
here.
up?
We family here.
What's up?
We family here.
What's up?
We
Champ,
family.
nah,
I ain't talking about nothing.
We alright, champ.
We ain't talking about nothing.
We family.
This is Charleston's people, not mine.
She alright,
This
champ.
Charleston's
She alright,
people.
champ.
No, we
Not
family.
Charleston.
He say you all right.
Not Charleston keeping his partner off of her. Not Charleston. The person that she's keeping, he's keeping Shannon Briggs off her. That's a heavyweight boxer. Not Charleston saying she all right, champ. She all right. Oh, not Charleston not throwing this girl to the wolves when she can be right now because this is a bad look. Not Charleston, but not the men not throwing nothing back at her. Interesting, though. Now, some would say, well, it's because she looked like that. Well, maybe. Maybe. Right? Maybe. It could be because she's a preference. I'm open to that. But I'm also open to the fact she is a preference. That gives people more right to shit on her. Right? But all we know is what we see. So I don't have no evidence of that. All I know is it's disrespect on the table. Right? And the men ain't disrespecting her. He finally cussed at her. Finally cussed at her. So that's very interesting though, right? So when it was time to really shit on the chick, the men didn't. And they could, right? And they could. And you know, I'm fair and balanced. So I got to point that out. And that's going to get skipped over. Ain't nobody going to do a live stream about Brittany Renner was being disrespectful and none of these dudes did shit to her. Nobody did nothing to her. This whole thing. In their stuff. Right? So shout out to them. And I got to say that because everybody's going to skip over that. You know why? Because it's all about this girl having a meltdown, which is not funny. It's not funny. Because when that light hits you, it's, yo, man, it's crazy. Yo, you don't want this shit. Where people don't help you, they actually pull a phone out. They pull a phone out. Jelante West, they pull a phone out on him. We have been stopped being human. AI already won. Cause if you see me falling out, you ain't gonna say, Ken, what do you need? You gonna pull your phone out. Yeah, I thought your name was Ken Billions. Nigga, why you at the bus stop? What if I was just taking the bus to go get my car because it's in the shop? It don't matter. You gonna pull a phone up and say, look at your boy. You ain't gonna ask me, do I need a ride? You gonna pull your phone out and take a picture and post it on social media. AI already won. Coliseum rules. And that's for everybody. But if you know me and I know you, you down, my phone ain't never coming out. And I'm at your crib, my phone ain't out. Right? I'm experiencing you. You ain't gonna get that from me. I'm not gonna put my phone out on you, yo. Right? Because I've been through what I've been through. So I ain't gonna pull my phone out on you. You're not content for me. I'm creative enough to come up with my own shit. So I'm not gonna pull my phone out when you're failing. But it's Coliseum rules. So I don't expect everybody to do that. This is the new world. This is what it is. I'm telling you, me. That's my philosophy. That's how I show up. So if I was here, you would have never knew it because I would have been walked off. And I'm not taking pictures of Shorty when she's like this because it's foul, right? And I've been hurt, right? I know what it's hitting for because I've been in the trenches and I've been embarrassed and I had no money and I've been broke and I've been hurt. And it been times where I need somebody to phone to call where I don't got to keep my fronts up and I want to chop it up with you on a real level, but I couldn't. You know why? Because people used to me living a certain lifestyle. All of a sudden I got my Benz, but my Benz got repo. And I can't even tell you the truth because you're going to judge me. And when I had the Benz, I wasn't high-siding on nobody. I was picking people up in it. But I can't tell you that I couldn't afford the payment and it got repo, so I got to front like something happened to it. No human shit. Yo, what happened to the Benz? Oh, shit, it's in the shop. Man, they repoed the car. But I can't say that because I'm me. And she can't have a meltdown because she her. What happened to y'all? What happened to y'all? You can talk about your granny's Christianity all you want. All you want. But your granny is not foul like a lot of y'all are. Straight up. Y'all foul. Y'all like shit like this. Y'all tune into shit like this. When it's somebody being exposed, you front row and center to knowing about somebody's business. Only thing you gonna know is they a freak like you. Only thing you gonna learn is they nasty like you, broke like you. Why you wanna know that? You're living it. Oh, she going through it with her man. What else is new? Just like you. You want to show up for that? But community, though. We the same people, though. If we was all community and we was all the same people and it was that and we need to come together, why it's okay for Brittany Renner to crash out like this and we all share it. And none of us is like, yo, pray for Shorty. We like that shit. Yeah, that's what she get. Like, you like this. So when does the community thing kick in? Oh, it's community for the fight in Alabama because it got white people in it. Right? Take the white man out. Wouldn't nobody have swam for him if he was getting jumped by blacks? Nobody would have did nothing. Tuh. Community where? My people where? Us where? Black where? Because when it's time for that, like now, when it's time for people to wrap their arms around people, when it's time for a person to cry, man or woman, nobody got arms for nobody. It's only judgment. AI already won, yo. AI already won. You have lost your humanity. And let me tell you something. when you need it most, when you need somebody to feel for you most, when you're having a meltdown in front of everybody else, just remember what you did when somebody else was melting down. You ain't called a phone. You was with it. You shared the shit. But you know what though? The reason why I could give Brittany Renner grace is because I know mamas that had to bury their children from street shit, right? I'm still sending commissary to people to this day. I know people that did 30 years and came home, right? I know women just finding out who's the daddy for one of their kids. Real world. Real world. Tuh. I can't judge this woman. Women like this in my real life. Me and my sisters ain't even come together after my mama died. How I'ma judge her? Know what my family look like? But that don't integrate well online. that don't integrate well online. Because online is revenge of the nerds. What y'all are seeing are nerds, right? What y'all are seeing, I'ma say it and I mean it. Is punk ass niggas and punk ass hoes. Straight up. Straight up. These people are cowards doing this content. They are cowards on these platforms. There's not a real bone in their body. Number one, because they ain't telling you the truth about their own life. They are fronting. Let's finish this. Because when you're looking at Brittany, just understand you're going to have your moment. It's funny, it's all that. Yeah, okay. Make sure you never get a nice car. Make sure you never get a nice house. Make sure you never have a glow up. Because if you do, you better stay like that. Because they're clocking you, hoping you fall. Hoping you fall. Right? And shout out to the girls that just got cute and got platforms that love to see Brittany Renner fall like this. Right? Because you just got cute. And you've been hating on women like this your whole life. The light-skinned girl, the girl with the good hair, right? Because your mama couldn't get you the clothes when you was in high school and she was getting picked. You've been secretly envious of women like this your whole life. Wake it up. Clock T. Clock T.
Bitch.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Champ.
Baby in my shit then.
It's all good.
Baby in my shit then.
Come on.
Then shut the fuck up.
Chill.
Everybody
Let's
hit your
relax. Let's
motherfucking
relax.
buzzer,
Let's
bitch.
relax.
All right, let's reset the room. Let's reset the room.
It is what it
guys.
is.
Let's reset the room.
It
guys.
is what it is.
Everybody cool, guys. Everybody cool.
It is what it is.
All right.
Hey, you know how sexual that is? That is very sexual, right? And for none of these men to come at her based on that's very sexual, right? Hey, yo, that right there, you would expect. Let me tell you something. I've been in a club with very drunk women, right? And there have been times where I had to stop a dude like, bro, she's super drunk. Nah, bro, you can't rock with her. You can't go with her. And what dudes will do is orbit around the girl that is clearly too intoxicated and hang with her. Oh, yeah, miss, let me walk you to the car. Let me walk you to the car. This is right here, right? If anybody came at her on that tip right here, it would have it would have been a goal. It would have been a goal. It would have been a goal if anybody came at her right here. You know what position she's put herself in right here? And nobody did nothing. But the men though, the men. Yo, Shorty could have got so violated right here. Like, for real, for real. Especially with that. Cause that is like a mating call. Like, oh, you going, you with it. Cause I've been in environments where girls was like this. And they wake up the next morning and don't even know who they were with, yo. Don't even know. Right? And you gotta you have a body full of semen and you don't know where it came from because you were so lit and you hooked up with dudes and don't even know. That right there, ain't nobody say nothing. Ain't nobody do nothing. the men, these men are this, these men are that. Okay? I'm waiting for that to happen right here. I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. Look, I had on my soapbox a little bit. I'm not gonna play no more of that because that's what it is. Look, show up for work, right? So my intro is this is the number one home for personal development. So no matter what I'm talking about, we're always gonna go back to that and land on personal development, right? There was a personal development in there of number one for you to always show up with your philosophy, come to work, right? And set a boundary. Do not play with these people because people online, especially if they think you can't get to them, they lead with disrespect, right? They don't just disagree with you. They talk about how you look. They try to get into your business and they lead with disrespect. That's why you got to show up in a way that creates a boundary around you that you ain't playing none of that and it's zero tolerance, right? There is some, and you got to let people know. Let people know that when it comes to you, there is something attached to it and there's only so far you're going to go with them. And it rhymes with silence. Okay? So, show up for work. Do not hang out online. Do your posts and leave. Do your content and leave. Create your ads and leave. Don't get caught up in the peanut gallery. These people don't rock with you how you think they rock with you. If you have to tell people to like a video, if you have to tell people, hit my Cash App, hit my Cash App, if you have to remind people to super chat, what's that say? Those that rock with you already gonna fuck with you in a way where you already know. Whether they got $10, they gonna hit you with 50 cents. You ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta say nothing. These your peoples, right? These the people that rock with you. Why you gotta tell them to like the video? They don't know that. Why they gotta tell you, man? I'm giving you value. Where's the hit my Cash App? Here's my super chat. You holding your comment section hostage. You holding your comment section hostage, trying to get them to like the video. They should already know. Look, man. What that Brittany Renner thing shows is people use this shit too personal, yo. Don't show up like that. She had no philosophy, so that's why they wasn't talking about that. But when you are a person that I'm just living in my truth, you don't live that online. The truth is, yo, I'm a nerd behind the scenes, right? So I like to read. I like to do certain shit. That's the truth. The truth is, I have habits and certain things that y'all can't get. Y'all are not about to get my personal life. That's off limits. Do you know why? It's because I will get physical about that, right? And those people around me, they're not social media people. So you can't see my son. You can't see my partner. You can't see my family. When you see us in the airport, you see us. Because when you see me, I'm only coming here for my work. The other shit you can have. So Brittany Renner's situation went the way it did. Number one, that's her fault. Because the world could get her truth, and the world thinks they can say and ask you about your baby mama and baby daddy. I'll be damned if I come to a platform and somebody straight, the first thing they ask me, yeah, so you and your wifey. Like, what? Okay, what video did I tell you that that's okay, right? What video did I show you that you can ask me about my kid? When I talk to people, before I even go in with them, I say, if I know they have a family, I say, how's the family? Right? I never start a conversation off without that. If I know you have a family, how's the family? But I don't just go and start talking about your business, right? So never come online and talk about your business, because what you seen with Brittany Renner was, number one, here's the main thing, and this is for the men. When Brittany was talking about a tear, it's important for us to educate ourselves, right? It's important to educate ourselves about what black women specifically are going through in the hospital. For all men out there, this will help you understand. Prison for a black man is the hospital for a black woman. Medical apartheid. Due to knowledge on Marion Sims, gynecology, the father of gynecology, is a person that used to experiment on the womb of the black slave girl, 12 years old, 13 years old, 14-year-old. They made that into an actual science, right? Rusty utensils, right? No anesthesia. And it's because they believe that the girls could not feel pain. Think about that. So when she says, I got a tear, excuse me, when she says she has a tear, she has a tear. The reason why they're not talking about that and they'd rather talk about her and PJ is because the men don't know. So when your lady is going to the doctors, go with her, right? And for the women, I have a couple streams where I'm talking about what black women go through in the medical area. If you are a black woman content creator or influencer, can you please talk to your ladies about about approaches, what they can do, advocacy? Go back to my archive. I had Tahiri Devine and we were talking about the medical apartheid of black women. Why am I talking about it? That's your shit, right? I just got put into the loop because I didn't know. I didn't know what black women go through specifically. And it is black women specifically. Because look at Henrietta Lacks. Black women have a different makeup going on than other women. So, when I hear your streams, fuck you talking about gossip for? Fuck. You're a woman, don't you go to the doctors? Why ain't talking to your ladies about that shit? Why do I have streams about that shit? Huh? Makes no sense. Why do I have the feminine mystique behind me? Hold on. Make this make sense. Why do I have the feminine mystique behind me? Why am I reading feminist literature? Why am I paying attention to feminist scholars? Why am I going directly to the sources in early 19th century of feminist thinkers buying the literature? I have 3 books coming in with feminist scholars. Why am I doing that? I ain't gonna get no trophy for that. Ain't nobody gonna single me out and be like, yo, my nigga Ken. That's what that is. The feminine mystique. What nigga where is reading that? And I ain't gay? Straight? What nigga there? Right? Yeah, I gotta hoo my own horn. Cause it ain't gonna get said. I'm letting it be known. See that? Fuckers don't got that in their bookshelf. And I'm reading that. right? So don't expect people that don't resonate with you on certain platforms. Don't go there. It don't matter. Don't go there. Don't talk there, and then expect some sympathy. And in closing, the people that are on the mic, you may have your Brittany Renner moment. When that light hits you, step away from the mic. The people making posts, the people that show up to social media all day, go outside, take your socks off, and ground. Go outside. Step away from the microphone. They are not your friends. They don't rock with you. But you got to learn that on your own when the light hits you. You got to learn that on your own, that it ain't what you think. It sounds good, but it ain't what you think, right? And remember, and I had to learn this shit on my own. Them little babies next to you, they keep growing. They're not gonna stay like that, y'all. You understand? Step away from the mic because we all have a Brittany Renner moment, and I hope when I have mine, people cut the camera off. I hope when I'm on the wrong track and I'm on my microphone, I hope that the people that listen to me don't are not fanboying over me to be like, "Hey, bro, you need to sit down. You doing this? Oh, don't you got a family, right? You live every day. You know what I'm saying? You live every day, bro. Don't you got a family? Cause that's what I think. I'm like, damn, nigga, I just see, nigga, bruh, you was live all day, bro. That's what I think. I want somebody to think that about me. Like, yo, is Ken good? Right? That clip of Brittany Renner should have never came out. But we're in the Coliseum rules. It's a baddie having the worst day ever. Everybody love that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hope when it happens to you, if it happens to me, if you really rock with that person and you really rock with me, call my phone. Hit me on the email. Ken, I like your shit. But I'm paying attention to some patterns. Whether you cuss me out or not, I think you should back away from the microphone for a second. It ain't that serious, yo, right? This is business. Show up for business. Work. You know what I'm saying? Work your business, right? But when that light hits you, I hope that you can sit your ass down, right? Cause it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that serious. So I hope y'all remember that. And I hope you build a community in your real life that can check you. Because I got real people in my space. Before this mic cut on, I'm going to get my ass handed to me. Bro, you wrong. Bro, you ain't right. That message you put out there is not right. You need to sit down. Man, you think I care what these niggas be saying to me on Facebook? Yeah, yes, no, I have real people in real life to hit my line and say, you on the wrong track. Whether you cuss me out or not, bro, you wrong. You dead wrong. You ain't right and you need to fix your shit. And I'ma listen because anybody can be checked. Be careful about this microphone. Be careful about these cameras. You will lose yourself in these cameras. And that's all Brittany Renner was having. A person that it happened to young Pharaoh. And everybody says the same shit. Y'all don't got no grace for these young people. I'm about to be 40. They younger than me. I'm not about to judge these youngsters. They're growing up on camera. They're making money hella fast. And because a lot of us old people wasn't picked in real life and we got our own issues, when we see people that have this glow up automatically fall, we just start judging them and we want to make content about them. But yo, we are the elders now, yo. Your ass is an elder now. And as an elder, when you're looking at these young boys and you're looking at these young girls, the only thing you got for them is your finger wagging. That's all you got, right? That's all you got. But I get it. Nobody was there for you. right? Nobody wrapped their arms around you. So now it's smoke for these young people. I ain't got no smoke for the young people because I was them. Remember them stories I'm talking about. I was the nigga in the club on the drugs, right? I was the nigga running around blowing thousands in the strip club standing on sofas. If I really get into my story, super thought, yo, you crazy? Really turned it up before social media. Right? No, no one ever come and say he's lying. Really turned it up with dudes in the street making millions of dollars. Do you know what hundreds of thousands and millions look like in the street? We look like athletes. Do you know the women we were getting? And now, hindsight 2020, those women are mothers now, right? And I have to think about what my impact was like, if she can't connect to her children, did I play a role in that? Right? Right? This is wrong. This is wrong. We don't ask for this shit, bro. This is wrong. No, we don't. When you growing up with the light on you, you ain't got no elders. You don't ask for this shit. You don't even know you wrong. You don't even know you wrong. Right? So when we look at the young dudes and they crashing out, we be like, yo, they asked for that? Yo, elder status can't be an age. Elder status is wisdom. Elder status is, yeah, it's your turn to go through it. You got to be accountable for what you're experiencing. But I get it. I understand. This is why when we're talking about when people are going through their season, you had to live it. No more people get to chime in and their opinion matters if you ain't been in that season. You got to go through that. You got to go through that. When these young niggas run through their money, I know I did it, right? When people's lost in the sauce out here, I know I did it. I never leave with judgment. I know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm looking at, right? The people that are from it have to be the one on the mic. It ain't about taking these boys and girls and automatically sending them to detention and putting them to hell. That don't matter. It ain't about the clips. What are we doing this for? All this community talk, that ain't community talk. Common unity. Yeah, you asked for that. That's stranger talk. But I get it. Right? I get it. Get it. That's what everybody's on. It ain't no community. That's cap. Right? It's only community when people are agreeing with each other. But when it's time to connect, right? When it's time to be family, ain't nobody got words for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still on my journey. I'm still trying to forgive Barb. I have my days because the woman did me foul. Right? But that's the game, wounded healer shit. And, in my philosophy and our 10 laws of accountability, I am not a victim. Right? Here's one of our laws of accountability. See, this is the difference between where Brittany's at and where I'm at. When I show up, I'm showing up with my own laws that govern my life. The 10 laws of accountability. So whatever happens to me, I can run anything through my own laws that I created to govern my life. This is my Bible. So no matter what it is, I have a personal law for it, right? And in my law, I'm not a victim. It's just my turn. See the difference? Right? So I'm only going to show up in my philosophy, right? For those that don't know, what's law 10? This is a good way to plug it because I'm working on the book right now. Everywhere you go, there you are. This is my shit. Everywhere you go, there you are. So that means when I get a passport, wherever I am, I change cities. Everywhere you go, there you are. I have my own philosophy. We have our own system over here that governs our life. What else? Self-improvement, law 9. Self-improvement is the only improvement. That's it. This is what's in my head at all times. Community this, blah, blah, blah. Self improvement is the only improvement. I have my own philosophy. We have our own philosophy. So when I go to the platforms, no matter what's going on, I am going to always lean into my own philosophy, right? If I'm wrong, I run it through my philosophy. And if I'm falling short as of a man, I'm running it through my personal philosophy. My personal philosophy is not Dusty's. It's not what these women are doing. It's not what these men are doing. My personal philosophy is how I govern my own life, right? So when I come to a platform, we could talk about anything, but at the end of the day, I'm going to run it through my own system of thinking. You understand? Brittany Renner showed up personal. So they asked her about her baby daddy. You're not going to talk to me like that. You're going to talk to me about my philosophy, or I'm leaving because I got somebody to lay in the bed with that night. It ain't that serious. I got a kid to run and jump with me, jump on me at that night. I got an extended family that I created that fuck with me. So the views is not that serious. I can sign off and it's all love, right? Okay, that's law 9. Law 8. Pain is the paywall. What does that mean? Right? Whatever I'm experiencing in my life, that's my initiation. Being here, this Kalima, this death planet, you have to go through pain. Right? Hurt, you have to hurt here. You have to bleed here. You have to experience turmoil in order to know thyself. You do not get to know thyself unless you're tested. The body has to go through things in order for you to get to the next level. Right? You have to go through shit. Pain is the paywall. That's my personal philosophy. Can you be in a jail? Yeah. Are you a victim? No. Oh, I had someone put their hands on me as a kid. Right? Now, in the 3D world, it'll say, but you're victim blaming. No, I'm not. I wrote my story before I got here. See, I don't switch between where spirits having a human experience, and I don't turn that off. If we are really spirits having a human experience, then we wrote before we got here. That's what I subscribe to. You're not gonna take my story away and make me a victim. I'm talking about me. Now you could choose to see yourself any kind of way, right? When that girl was mean to me in high school, when that dude stole my bike, when my mom did some fuck shit, when I experienced pain, that's all my story. At the same time, when I went through that, my son has never been sick. All I know is sunny days, right? I'm super blessed. I paid the price for that, right? Now in 3D, you're a victim. I don't. I'm cool on that. No, 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 no. All of my story, every last thing is my story. You're not gonna victim me up. You're not gonna put me over there with people passing trauma around. You ain't gonna do that to me. I'm not that guy. This is my story. Whatever happens to me is my story. The pain, the band-aids, the alcohol that I needed, the stitches, my healing is my story. And I'm talking about the worst things that happened to a human being has happened to me. All my story. Because pain is the paywall. My life started before I got here. I thought we were spirits having a human experience. It's so interesting that we're spiritual until it's our time to hurt. We're spiritual until it's our time to go through shit. Now it's human. Now it's people against me. We're spiritual until it's time for real accountability. Yeah, right. The crystals don't matter then. The astrology don't matter. If you are into astrology and you're into planets and all that shit, then that nigga that you have, that ain't part of it. That woman that you have, if that ain't part of it, I thought God don't make no mistakes. See, all this shit sounds good until it's your turn. Now it's their fault over there. Now you throw the astrology out the window. Very rarely do I hear somebody be like, it was my turn to deal with a Dusty. No, it's the Dusty's fault. but where's the spirituality? Right? Where's the spirituality? What's the spirituality? Keep it the same. Be spiritual when you are going through your shit. Right? I just told you what one of my laws was. It's my turn. Right? So, when the money's low, the rules still apply. When I'm going through my bad season, rules still apply. Right? And let me say this because it's the women more than the men. Why do you only tap into your spirituality when it's trying to get at a nigga? That's corny. Use that spirituality to win the lottery. When you go through a heartbreak, then it's all about spirituality and numerology and all that. Nah, I'm trying to get some money, love. We use that shit so we can scale? Why do you only use it for your baby daddy? And for the men, I'm not being a part of your religion, and the Most High don't want to see me win. If over there I'm cursed, I'm straight. I'm only fucking with the spots that want to see me get a W. You mean to tell me I'm living a curse? Both of y'all out of line. You only use your crystals and your spirituality when it's time for you to get back at a nigga. And over here, your religion is based on you living out a curse. I'm cool on all of y'all. I'ma go my way. I don't need acceptance from the group that bad. Your religion over here is about a curse and being slave to a deity. And if you don't worship this deity, the rocks are gonna cry out. And your deity got a big ego. Your deity got a big ego. I'm cool. And over here, your spirituality is only activated when you're mad at a man. I'm cool. No. I'm trying to get me some wins. I'm trying to get me some wins. And because I'm in a preacher mood, now I just started looking to comment. One of my favorite people is here. So let me put you on the Summer Jam screen, friend, because you don't be knowing how to act. This is my friend Jason, right? So he's a Facebook friend, right? So Jason belongs to the cult of men. And let me tell you what that means. That means he will stand next to any man as long as it's against Keisha. He don't give a damn, right? Any man, poor man, white man, black man, it don't matter. He belongs to the cult of men. No philosophy. All you got to do is be a male, and he will stand next to it. Yeah, I had to put you on the Summer Jam screen because you be in my comment section doing the Dougie, right? And now many of you have heard me talk to Jason on the phone, and Jason's apologized to me many times because he be in the comment section with the cult of men, forgetting who the fuck I am, forgetting that me and him have had comment section. Yes, Sunday. Dog, show up with your philosophy, fam. Oh, you tell women what they want to hear. I don't even talk to women, my guy. I don't even talk to women. You know what y'all issue is? Y'all have so much problems with Keisha that if anybody ain't talking about Keisha, you want somebody to drag Keisha down. But I understand Keisha because I'm Keisha, homie. I'm Keisha. Clock T. Clock T. I'm Keisha. So anything these women go through, I already did. And what y'all don't understand is women don't want to hear accountability talk from men that are flawed. You want to tell women to do this and do that, right? Without you putting your personal character on the table. So I don't start out with no judgment, dog. I can't call a woman a 304 when I am the king of thoughts. I can't tell a woman about her money problems when, dog, I messed up millions, right? Oh, they will listen. It's who they're listening to. They don't fuck with y'all. That's the thing. And y'all can't handle that they fuck with me. You know why? Because I'm the homie. Y'all don't show up as a homie. Y'all show up corny. I'm just keeping it a buck. Y'all show up corny. Show up real and somebody to listen to you, yo. Ain't nobody trying to... You can't do this, fam. You can't do this, fam. Right? I'ma show up like that, sis. Bruh. That's sis. That's my sis. So whatever she's feeling, I've been there. And I'ma win. And y'all gonna lose. And that's why I've been winning. And that's why my glow up and my scale up is crazy. Right? Because y'all niggas don't know how to show up. Right? So let me go back to the 10 laws of accountability. See, this is why we have 10 laws. I don't show up with talking points, and I don't represent the cult of men. Y'all niggas out of line, right? Men can't tell women anything until you change your man's health. Men can't tell women anything, right? Unless you change the wealth gap among men. Y'all so focused on Keisha when your real op is a man, right? And that's not rocking with you, dog, right? The legislator, it's not on your side, right? And the only thing you can think about is get these women back in the house. Man, I'm on to the next, homie. I'm on to the next. I don't have Keisha problems, bro. I get money with Keisha. Y'all don't even be with the women talking about money. Y'all talking about the dumbest shit. Talk about some money. Can y'all get money together? If not, keep it crashing. Keep it pushing. What else you gonna talk to Keisha about? Right? If you can't get money with the women, go that way. Who they sleep with? Yo, where is the women y'all do like? Big them up. But let's get back to the 10 laws of accountability real quick, because I got my own philosophy, but I just had to address the homie because dude be hella loud, and I don't respect somebody that talk to me on the phone as a man, right? But be with the corniest niggas in the comment section. And when you go to these dudes' pages, they don't even got no pictures. They from burner. They talking to burner accounts. So I don't respect the nigga that align himself with the cult of men. But you don't talk to me as a man, and your mouth be crazy in the chat. And we done talk for years. So I gotta wake it up and clock T on you on this good Sunday, because you be in that comment section to running your mouth, right? But when I get you on the phone, it's you a gentleman. I don't respect that. And I'm a gentleman to you. But you be with the cult of men, sir. And I ain't with none of that shit, bro. Show up as yourself. Don't speak for men. Speak for you like I speak for me. And as a man, we done chopped it up on the phone as men, disagree, and as gentlemen. But when you hit that comment section, right? This the same nigga that called my phone live and was drunk as hell. And only thing he could do was focus on women. And I stopped his ass and said, bro, I'ma get you off the line because you're not in your right faculties. So because I did you that man shit, don't you ever come to me with anything disrespectful, because you was about to put your foot in your mouth and you was intoxicated, and I preached showing up on camera in the right frame of mind. You showed up drunk and I showed you love, but you don't talk about that in the comment section, nigga. So clock T, wake it up. I'm not the one, not today. I'm not with it. Nigga, come at me how I came at you. Straight up. Gotta give you some of that. Number 7 in the laws of accountability. You're not a victim, it's just your turn. Where I developed this philosophy from, or this concept, is when my mama was laid out, right? In hospice, right? Just turning into a prune. And I looked outside, no bullshit. And life was going on. And I'm like, wait a minute, my mama dying, ain't nobody gonna stop. No one's gonna stop for me. No one's gonna be like, oh, Ken, your mama's dying. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call out of work. Nah, the world kept going on. You know what I'm saying? Planes was in the sky. And the world kept going on when my mom was died. My mama died. And you know what I noticed? Everybody mama died. Everybody daddy died. It was just my turn. I was not a victim, but I wanted to be. And I'm looking out the window and I'm like, the nurses that was in the room, they on the phone chopping it up. And I'm like, wait a minute, bitch, you was just in my room. How you going outside of the room and you on the phone? Man, she got a real life. Her life don't stop because my mama dying? What the fuck? And when your mama die, and she will, and your daddy, or you, the worst of the worst, you might gotta bury your spouse or your kid. You might gotta put your man in the ground, and it's just your turn. You are not a victim. Whatever you are going through, somebody else went through that shit and is going to go through that shit. You are not a victim. It's just your turn. See, anything that's happening in the world, I get to rest on my own philosophy. Okay, Ken, how do you handle this? I got a system already. No matter what. You know what I'm saying? It's just my turn. See, I come through with a philosophy. I come through with a system of thinking. So I never have to do this. I never have to come on a personal level because I got my own way of thinking. We got our own way of thinking. This ain't just mine. This ours, right? Number 6, you get what you prepare for. We live in a time of I deserve. I deserve. No, yo, let me tell you something. Y'all know I fuck with the sister girls, right? But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I hear I deserve come out a lot of women's lives. Just because you look a certain type of way, you don't deserve shit, right? You get what you prepare for. If you're pretty as hell and you prepared for success, you should get that, right? If you're pretty as hell and you prepared for to pass the exam, then you should. But you being pretty, I'm not a trick, so I'm not gonna talk to you like that. I don't care how cute you are. You gotta put some work in, yo. I'm not a trick. A trick is gonna talk to you like that because of how you look. You deserve. But remember, yo, you're older longer than you are younger. You know what I'm saying? A trick ain't gonna teach you how to fish. A trick is gonna have you around the money, but you ain't gonna have no dough for yourself. And guess what? Ain't no retirement plan for hoeing. Straight up. You ain't never seen no hoe that don't transition in the game right. 70 years old and her children ain't rocking with her and she don't got no 401k. She didn't do the business. She ain't handle business. You're older longer than you are younger. I don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve nothing. We all get what we prepared for. How the hell can I hate on a nigga Bentley driving or doing certain things? I don't know what that man had to do get that. Right? I don't get to hate on his paper. Is you crazy? I don't get to hate on you when I see you moving around. You get what you prepare for. You might have this phenomenal woman. Bruh, you prepared for that. You prepared yourself for her. That ain't just luck, yo. You prepared for that. And who am I to look at any man's life and hate on him and step on his toes talking about, well, you got 3 houses. That's the game. The game says if you can get it, you can afford it. That's capitalism. How can I tell Jay-Z where he should put his money? Yeah, you need to fix Marcy Projects. He don't got to do nothing. Straight up. He don't got to do nothing. And because you look how you look, baby girl, you are not owed anything. You've been dealing with tricks so long that you think you could just show it with your face, but you don't deserve more than a chick that's getting a skill in something, and she gonna dominate you every time. And let me wake it up, clock T. This is why a lot of women that didn't get the rest on their looks grinded, right? So when that 40 piece come, she might not be a 10, but all her life though, she's a 10. Look at the whip, look at the crib, right? You might got her in the face, but she got you in life though, because everybody got to grind, yo, right? And what I noticed about the game, I'm like, damn, men get oftentimes, dudes get their outcomes in the beginning, women get it on the back end, but we both get it, right? And we get what we prepare for. And that's something I had to learn, especially in the contest community, man, I used to be mad. Dudes is winning, dudes got certain things, and I'm like, man, he don't need that money. You know what I'm saying? He don't do nothing for the community. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Y'all can't hate on the educated lame. Them niggas study for that. Y'all can't hate on that. You know what I mean? If those dudes double back, get online right now and talk about their life and it's revenge of the nerds and they got women, they doing this, yo, when we was stugging it, when we was doing certain shit, they was being nerds. And now they up and they got the platforms. You know what I'm saying? That's the game. They prepare for that, right? So if they was corny then, corny people was studying. But some people always gonna be corny. It don't matter what, right? But my point is, you get what you prepare for, right? Nobody gets to hate on the man you end up with, the woman you end up with. You get what you prepare for. And this is the system that I move around the world with. Everybody has to have a system of thinking. Now, when you're part of this coin game thing, my system is your system, is our system. So you have something to hold me accountable with. You can't hold me accountable based on the metrics of the world because I don't subscribe to that shit. I don't subscribe to talking points. I have my own philosophy, and if you know me, then you get to pin me to my philosophy. You get to nail me to my own philosophy. Hey, Ken, you're wrong based on what you say. You know what I'm saying? You're wrong based on the philosophy that we all here to. You're acting like a victim, Ken. It's just your turn. Get your ass up and keep your feet moving. You know what I'm saying? I can't hate on somebody that got a bigger platform than me. They might be doing more things than me. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know the time they're spent on it. I don't know how late they're up, you know what I mean, working out their shit in their YouTube studio. How can I get mad? I don't know. I can't automatically assume that they got grandfathered in. I can't automatically assume that they paid for subscribers. I can't do that because you get what you prepare for. That's the game, right? Right? Number 5, the problem is always you. Yo, let me tell you something. This is a big one. This is a big one. Before I have any issues with you, right? Even I'll give you one better. Even when people are coming at me on Facebook, like the gentleman, you rock for women. Well, sometimes I have to be like, okay, what? Why they keep saying that? So sometimes I have to listen to myself and be like, why are they saying that? Because I don't even talk to women. Like, why are they saying that? What angles are they coming from? So I don't take myself that much serious to where I can't even listen to the ops. You know what I'm saying? I can't even listen to the ops. I'll listen to the op. Let me see if they got a point. Right? So I'll listen to myself back with an objective ear and I'll be like, damn, they didn't listen to the whole video. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of whatever energy comes to me, I'm putting that out there. You know what I mean? People talking about my disability, you're cockeyed, but yo, I put that energy out there. I could pander to that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting that out there. So when anything comes, that's on me. Good, bad, ugly, I'm putting that out there so I can deal with whatever comes. That's what I really think. So everybody's not gonna agree. The problem is always me. The problem ain't the crowd. I can never say the people are dumb, the people are this, the people are that. Nah, it's me. Because I don't have to be here. I could deactivate. If I don't want the smoke, if I don't want pushback, I can't say it's the people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So I have a system. I have a system in my head that I check myself with. It's never nobody else. You know what I mean? It's always me, and that's where the power is, right? So when Brittany Renner went on the show, what's her system of thinking? So they automatically start talking about her personal life because she put that out there. That's on her, right? With me, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna bump into my system of thinking. I'm not with that shit, right? My personal life is my personal life. You can't get that, but what you can get is this philosophy, right? What you can get is their philosophy, is the philosophy, right? That's the issue, right? I feel like double back on my boy Jason because he's still in the comment, but I'm gonna let you leave because it's Sunday, and I don't get the clock tea. You know what I mean? I always show up serious. I don't get the clock tea, but I want to clock some tea because you're in that comment section. And number 4, no one owes you, not even your parents. Ooh, this was a tough one. This was a tough one. This was a tough one. Yo, check it. I remember, I used to act up, yo. I used to act up and I used to fall short and I always used to put it on Barb. That's Barb right there, right? And I got a woman's picture hanging up behind me that did not fuck with me at all. At all. When I say at all. Didn't rock with my life, didn't rock with my kid, didn't rock with my partner. And when I included her in my life, she tried to rip it apart, right? If I wanted to, I could be the king of the He-Man Black Woman Haters Club. What? I could, because I get it honest, right? Because the female representation in my family, right? I ain't gonna do you like that though. Cause I gotta do the work. Cause at the end of the day, no matter how she cut me up, she don't owe me shit. You know what I'm saying? My daddy don't owe me nothing. Right? I take power both from both of them. Hella flawed. They drop the ball with me. They drop the ball with their children. But you know what I do? You know what? I take the power from both of y'all. Y'all just human. You just a human, daddy. You just a human, mama. I'm here and I'm good and I'm moving, right? I was wrong when I was cursing them people. You don't owe me nothing. And when I was messing up in life, I got books on healing. I read the 4 agreements. I got all the information. I've been to conferences. I didn't show up because I didn't show up. That ain't got nothing to do with me, that my mama. That ain't got nothing to do with my daddy. And when I was foul as hell, and when I was collecting women and rotating them, my fallback was my mom. Well, because you know how I was raised. No. I did that shit. It's some people I owe apology to this day. But you ain't going to get it from me sitting down. You're going to have to catch me moving. And when I say it to you, you don't got to accept it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you sorry because I was on some bullshit at that time and I was being a fuck nigga at that time. You ain't deserve that. That's on me. We don't got to talk. We don't got to text. I just wanted to give you that so I get that off my name. But that ain't because of Miss Barb, even though Miss Barb ain't shit. Miss Barr come through with the knives, right? And especially when you a child, like, yo, see me, look at me, mom, yo, I made the game winning jump shot. She was chasing a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, mom, I did this. She was in a nigga's face. That was her journey. You know what I mean? And I'm looking and I'm mad. Why you don't fuck with me? Why you don't rock with me? Then so I go out in the world and I take that energy onto other women and other women that see potential. I'm giving them the mama blues. Cause I don't like that bitch. I'm gonna make you feel it. Only thing I was doing was setting myself back. But with this right here, is nobody own me. I get what I put out, right? I am a human being. I was gonna be here regardless, just as to another set of parents. See, I don't get to give up my occult philosophy just cause it's me. And my occult philosophy, my life started before I got here. And I chose this and I chose that woman. So even though she and cut me the hell up, I chose her. And if I didn't choose her, we wouldn't be talking here, right? I went through what I went through. That's my storyline. I had to pick a story. So I had to be born to a certain set of parents that could give me this mentality and this philosophy, right? And I'm always going to be working through this because the healing thing, it doesn't stop. Some days I'll be like, fuck that bitch. And then some days I'll be like, damn, Miss Barb. It's some days I'm in my feelings when I'm like, ugh. And then it's other days be like, I get it, right? Because I'm a parent and my son is gonna give me a report card. But my mama didn't owe me and my daddy didn't owe me. And that's what keeps me out my feelings because I'm a person with no parents. I ain't got no parents, I ain't got no grandparents. I'm dolo, right? I'm dolo. So the only thing I got is the family that I create, right? That shit hurts. You know what I mean? Because I'm about to be 40. Who the hell I'm about to call on the line? Like, yo, I'm about to be 40, yo. What do I do? Right? So shout out to everybody that gotta be their own big homie. You know? Shout out to everybody that gotta be their own OG. Right? So when I cry, y'all can't get that because that's me crying for myself as the OG. I'm my OG. Right? This crib, the car, my life, that came off me. That ain't no inheritance. That ain't no nothing, right? And I got shit from other people, and I told them thank you. Like that was fire. I'm about to use that because I give props. Oh, I'm about to use that, and I had to move around with people and collect different things because this shit wasn't handed down, right? No inheritance. So what you're looking at is self-made, but at the same time, it's from two flawed parents. At the same time, so Law 4 is no one owes you. No one owes you. Not even your parents. No one owes you, yo. Mama don't owe you. Daddy don't owe you. Nobody owes you. You better keep it trucking. Right? You better keep it trucking. What's Law 3? Law 3, you're only as good as your last win. Let me tell you what this is. This is pyramid complex. You're only as good as your last win is this right here. You know how Al Bundy was always showing up for Poke High? Bro, that was a long time ago. I call this the pyramid mentality, right? Where in the conscious community, in the community that I was really rocking with heavy, it was all about pyramids. Pyramids, pyramids. It's like, yo, where your win right now? You going 5,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago to talk about how you won? Look at these skyscrapers. Look at the Hoover Dam. People building satellites right now. If your win is 20 years ago, man, you only as good as your last win, man. That's that poke high shit. So that means you're accountable for your newest live stream, right? So you can't rest on your old book or your old album, your old song, how you used to look. I don't want to see no pictures of how you used to be. What you look like now, right? I you had some street dudes always come out of jail telling the young niggas how they used to get it, and they looking at you bummed out right now. Them days of poor righteous teachers, that's over. Are you winning now? These young people want to see what your sneakers look like now. Yeah, it sounds shallow, but that's the game. We in America. If you for 1 second, I'm gonna tell you like this. Remember this. I don't care what kind of hippie you are, because I'm a hippie at heart. I'm a hippie at heart. But if you think for 1 second people ain't looking at your shoes, people ain't looking at your car, not what kind of car it is, how you keep it. If you think for 1 second people ain't looking at how you put your clothes on, that's why I tell y'all don't show up online any kind of way. Because if you die today, that's your last look. And you showed up with no haircut, homie. You a woman and you know how to beat your face? You better do your shit. You only as good as your last win. And anybody that lets you come like that, they don't fuck with you. Straight up. And when y'all go at it, when they have words against you, they're gonna use that picture of you. You think it's like, yeah, I could just, yeah, people, I could come real. How come with us real is just, you know what I mean? TikTok started that shit. Like, you know what I mean? TikTok is like, anybody could come any kind of way. And it's like, yeah, yo, this is a production. This is a profession. You have to show up because that's your last win. If you never do no content no more, or however you are, if you don't, that's how people remember you, right? Sometimes I go through my closet, I be like, I wore that 8 months ago. I ain't wearing it. I ain't going live today. That's how serious it is for me. For me to repeat a shirt, right? Understand this. This is how my thinking is. For me to repeat a shirt, I had to wear that damn near a year ago on camera. You ain't. That's how I'm coming. That's what's in my mindset. I look at my hair and be like, damn, it ain't serious. That's serious. You know? Damn, I don't feel like because I ain't went live in 4 days. No. I have to show up right. And we have got it to the point where if you even challenge somebody and say, bruh, I don't think you should wear that, y'all really be having attitudes. Yeah, hey, you might not wear pajamas outside. Y'all want to wear pajamas outside. Y'all want to wear everything on your hair. You know what's funny? Especially for black folks, we might not have a lot of money, but that image, though, that's one place we never messed around with. You smelt good, you look good, even if you only have $5 in your pocket. Now you showing up, laying in the bed, and your fucking your haircuts not be right, lace fronts be off. Get your asses off camera. Come on, man. This is a profession. It's a job that you created for yourself. Show up right or don't do it. That's the Brittany Renner thing. You just want to show up personally because you think that that comment section or the people in it is really your homies and your people. They are not. They ain't. They ain't. Get your ass right, right? You want to show up a certain level to where even if they don't like you, they got to be like, bitch is bad though. Even if they don't like you, they got to be like, he fly though. If nothing else. Because when you dealing with niggas, we go straight at how you look. Right? That's the air. That's our roasting. We go at how people look, right? Focus on that. You're only as good as your last win, your last video, your last thing, right? Show up right. Now, depending on how you fresh you are, every day is not going to be your best day. I'm being realistic about it, right? But do your best to show up as good as you can, right? As good as you can, because that might be your last video. But not just that, it don't matter who you used to be, right? You know, a lot of people wait for Throwback Thursday because there was a time period where they looked the best. Yo, if you look the best you ever looked now, that's the real flex. Not before the baby, not before the marriage. If you look, let me tell you something. If you pushing 40 like me, and this is the best you ever looked, the past don't matter. Let me tell you something. The real flex is to be looking fire in your 40s, not when in your 20s. The real flex is to have money now. The real flex is to have love now. The real flex is to have money now. Only thing they could do is talk about back in the day. That's all they could do. Back in the day this, back in the day that, back in the day this, back in the day that. Shout out to the late bloomers, because it actually is better to glow up right now. Right? And when people talk to you, what they're talking to you about is a memory of you. I remember when you used to. Yo, if your run was 16 to 20, get out of here, man. I remember when you was in 11th grade and yo, we 40. That's where you go to. What about my wins now? You see what I'm pushing. I just want everybody to notice. You in America. Don't let anybody trick you out your spot. Like this money don't matter. It do. They count in your pockets. They looking at your man. They looking at your woman. Yo, they looking at your babies. They looking at your car. They everybody pretend, oh, it don't matter. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. I've had friends of mine, dudes, right, that we frenemies. And when we get together, I can look over and he looking under the table to see what kicks I got on. Because that's going to determine how I'm doing. Don't let nobody finesse you. Always show up with your shit. Because if you don't, they keep score. They keep score. They come to your Facebook, your IG, just to see if you fell off. People watch it from the clouds. Don't get caught up in that spiritual low vibration. Yeah, right. Right? She looked over that girl and said, that's a low vibrational plate, right? Clock T. Clock T. Wake it up. Clock T. She told that girl you had a low vibrational plate. People always watching. So make sure your hair is always did. Make sure your nails is always done. Trust and believe. People take screenshots of your setup and zoom in. Matter of fact, let me stop fucking around. Cause I know y'all ain't shit. I'm thirsty too. I know y'all. I know. You put some chapstick on while I'm popping that shit. Cause I know somebody will take a thing and be like, man, that nigga dehydrated. Yeah, cause I know. Right? And in a perfect world, none of this matters. Right? In a perfect world, all this superficial stuff, all this trivial stuff don't matter. But you know when it don't matter? When I sign out. Right? I'm not gonna trust that the public is on some hippie shit like me. No, 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 no. You paying attention to what I wear. Everybody's doing it. This is America. Everybody's superficial. So you only as good, right? Right? You only as good as your last win. Right? You only as good as your last win. Remember that. If you don't remember nothing else, don't come like Al Bundy poke high. Come with your last win. Like, this is what I'm doing now. Number 2, you get what you put in. Right? Now, you get what you prepare for is different than you get what you put in. You get what you put in is you put something down, you got to pick something up. You put something down, you got to pick something up. How do y'all expect to meet? Like for those that are looking for a partner, y'all don't even invest no money in that. Y'all just, yeah, you can just randomly bump into somebody. But I'm saying though, how much money do you put down or what investment do you make to even be around fire people? Do you know Black Enterprise does events every year, golf events, tennis events? Do you put yourself in the vicinity of high value people? Right? Do you go to popping places? There's tech conferences. Y'all are very quick to say, not let me stop saying y'all. People are very quick to say, there ain't this and there ain't that. Oh, there ain't these kind of women left and there ain't these men kind of left. How you know? Nobody even knows you. You don't even go nowhere. You don't even pull up to the spots. How do you know what kind of men there are when you just think it's just supposed to come to you? The law of attraction doesn't just work like that. You got to go to it, right? You get what you put in. Y'all niggas get passports and be on the strip. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all got the passport to go get that right there? That's what y'all think is fire? Yeah, you ain't putting nothing down. She from the strip. That's like Vegas. That's like Beale Street. You got something that is equivalent to Times Square in America, bro. You was fishing at their strip. Why ain't y'all in elegance out the country? Why you ain't in the fly shit? You regular. That's what y'all consider fire because y'all are focused on aesthetic. That's their version of baddie. But if she take that sandal off her feet, dirty as hell under that, there's women there that wear heels. You ain't going for that though. You showing us pictures of you on their strip, my G? That's like you being in Vegas. On the strip hollering at joints. It's the same thing to me. See, to somebody that don't know, that shit fire. Right? To somebody that ain't never really had women, that, oh, what? Where the money at? Y'all ain't going to the money spots? Right? There's corporate women in DR. There's corporate women in Colombia. There's corporate women in Brazil. Y'all don't be with them. Y'all be with the same women that y'all call 304s here in America. That's funny because you get what you put in. Same with the women. Man, I be around men with money. How do you know? How you know he got dough? You count money based off how a car look. How you know that's money? Right? Because many of us from poverty, you think 150 bands is money. That's not money. $200,000 ain't money. $300,000 ain't money. It's money when you don't got it. But in the grand scheme of things, you'll know it's money when you start engaging in politics and we got to get these potholes fixed. Or we got to put a stop sign there. Or when you really, really, man, it's watches that's 300,000. What we talking about? Right? What we talking about? Right? So when you ain't never had nobody in your ear, all the dude got to do is have you around money and you think it's money because you're going by consumer shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't bread. And you haven't invested nothing in to get a certain type of dude. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that shit. How much bread you put up, right? Where do you go? Where do you be at? You know what I'm saying? You get what you put in. You got to put something down and pick something up. Nobody want to put nothing down. I don't want to hear nothing about you can't find no man. You can't find no woman. My first thing is how much money you putting down in yourself to be at fire areas, right? Where people that's higher level thinkers, higher level thinking people, it costs to be there, right? So we all dating on our level because of the cost. Let's keep it a stack. That man is with that woman because economically they are the same. That woman is with that man because economically they are the same. All y'all capping. Stop it. People, you dating, you dating on your money level. Right? Because for real, if you a woman, you'll go around certain men that's gonna look at your shoes and be like, I ain't with that. I could tell those are chic shoes right there. Right? Nah, I can tell. There are men that know aesthetics and know fashion, and they know them shoes that you got on. There are some men that have that eye. There are some men that know what a damn lace front is. There are some men that know how much that real hair costs. Like, oh yeah, if that's that 800 a bundle, 1,500 a bundle. There's men that know. There's women that know men's watches. Like, yeah, it got ice on it. That ain't real though. Right? The real rollies and the real expensive watches don't got all that shit on it. There's women that know that. Right? They're, the Pradas and all that, they don't they're made a certain type of way. They don't have big logos on them. You know them by design. There's people that know money for real. People online just be talking. There's people that know money, and when you show up, they know if you're a baby baller by just how your certain shit is. Hey, we're about to go to this restaurant. If you don't know what to wear, that's an indicator that you don't really do this. Right? But the people with bread can't really talk like that, especially in the TikTok generation, because it's elitist. And so nobody learns. You have to learn. If you don't know, you don't know. You get what you put in, right? So, look. I don't go to certain places that don't got certain price points. When I'm eating, there has to be a certain price point because that's the likelihood of me rubbing shoulders with somebody that has a dope ass conversation is higher. Now, don't get it twisted. I have my moments where I want some mom and pop fish. Right? Especially if I'm in New Orleans, man, please. I'm going right to the gas station and give me that plate. Cause that should be fire. You know what I mean? Clock T. Right? So it depends where I'm at. If I'm in New Orleans, I ain't eating corporate. I'm in the trenches because that's where the food is. If I'm in New York, oh yeah, it's fine dining. If I'm in Miami, it's top tier Cuban spots with the crab claw in the spaghetti in the rice. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm in New Orleans, oh yeah, it's chicken wings. The gas station mama chef up a big ass plate. So when I'm there, it depends. But I understand, I get what I put in. So I'm and that spot, I might meet a corporate person that lived there too, because that's the culture. Right? But if I'm in LA, my first thing is not Roscoe's. No shade to that, but I'm trying to see what it do, because I'm trying to rub shoulders with somebody in the game and exchange numbers, because I'm networking. Yo, my name Ken Billions, what's good? Yo, rock with me. This what I do. Ooh, wah, wah. Right? So you get what you put in, and it's too many cappers online. And y'all have to be able to tell the difference of new money, people that just had a glow up, or people that been doing it and been around it. I'm telling you right now, you should be able to tell now who really around the shit and who really got people in their phone, and you be talking about this all day. Like I remember back in early in hip hop, it was the Rob Report. That was like the sophistication. Yo, you looking in the Rob Report, you looking at certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind? If I come in your crib, what kind of magazines you got on the table? You got Forbes mag. You got the Wall Street Journal. You got scientific journals. What kind of shit you got? Or is it People magazine? Is it Gossip magazine? You can tell the class based on the magazines people got, right? And if you don't know and you want to know, start changing your algorithm too, right? Because a low vibrational conversation is a conversation based on price point, right? The price point separates us. How much are you willing to spend for food? How much are you willing to spend to be around fire people? How much are you willing to spend to stay away from the drama? Well, it starts with your algorithm, right? You get what you put in based on your social media consumption. What are you putting in? And that's what you getting out, right? There's real estate pages. There's lifestyle pages on here. What is it that you're watching? Right? We know what it is you're watching, because look at the algorithm and remember something. When you talk on the phone, you're talking to an AI, right? It's taking everything you're saying and it's filtering through your algorithm. So even the conversation that you're having with your friends, you are configuring your algorithm online. That's how connected this shit is. So it starts there. You get what you put in. So if you talking to your girlfriend or your partner and y'all talking bullshit, that's gonna show up on your YouTube. That's gonna show up on your IG. That's gonna show up on your TikTok. Your voice is being tracked by advertisers. Your data is being mined all day, right? Because your Google, your email is signed in while you're talking. So as you're talking, everything that you're about is being recorded, being grabbed, being mined, and then it's being spread out to all the social media platforms. And that's why you was just talking to your partner about sneakers, and sneakers came through your Facebook advertising. Do you know how I get paid online? Right? The moment a person likes a post on Facebook, you're about to be sold to by advertisers. When you comment on my Facebook, you're about to be sold to now, right? The more ads get shown to people on my Facebook, the more I make money. Think I'm here for free? Think I'm recording myself for free? For the free? Never. Trying to give me some money, right? So if 1 million people watch my video, that's like 8,000. That's how it works. Then they start offering you bonuses. I don't care what no one says. Once you comment, once you think you're dissing me, niggas, once you think you're making a mockery, I won. Because I know the game. That, right? Once you press something on my Facebook, now you're about to be marketed to. Now you're about to be sold to, because I am monetized. So when ads and shit is coming from on down you probably commented on my page. Not just my page, all pages. Whatever you do on TikTok, if the person is monetized, or IG, if the person is monetized, you're about to be sold to. So just remember that when you are at all in somebody comment section, all thinking you dissing them, thinking you talk about them. They're making money. So you get what you put in. And last but not least, it's your fault even when it's not. Check it out. If I'm somewhere and I'm with people, I'm with anybody, if anything goes wrong, it's my fault, even when it's not. It might not even be my fault, but it's my fault. If I pick that woman and she goes left field 20 years later, it's my fault. I picked that woman. You picked that man. It's always your fault. Remember, never forget your spirituality. Never forget the astrology. Never forget the occult. If it's not going your way and you are there, you got to take responsibility for that because you say you're in tune. You say you're smart. You say you're knowledgeable. Yo, let's wake it up. Clock T. I just learned that shit. Clock T. That's my shit. Yeah, I'm a clock T. Wake it up. You know what I mean? All that. That man, that woman, that shit that y'all get online and try to make it seem like it's everybody else, it's your fault. It's your fault. And when people are talking about their exes, nobody ever said, that's all me, I picked her. I picked her. It's always an accident. It's always the person telling the story did everything right and it's somebody else. Everybody else is the narcissist. Everybody else is the dusty. Like attract like. For every woman that says her ex is a dusty, I bet if I tap your back, I'ma cough. It's some dust under there. He might be dusty, but your feet is dusty. Somewhere on you is dusty. That wig is dusty. Them nails is dusty. Because you wouldn't knew him. You wouldn't have knew him. So how did you meet him, love? How did you meet this dude? Remember, baby girl, you're a spirit having a human experience. So your spirits didn't attract that? No. He got you on accident. No, you got to eat that, love. You got to eat that. Just like I got to eat that. Nobody gets to duck the story. I don't get to be the person in the story to being the hero all the time. Neither do you. See, what the 10 laws of accountability is supreme accountability. So let me tell you the difference about regular surface accountability and 3D accountability. Supreme accountability. 3D accountability is accountability for other people. Your ass was wrong in front of people and now you about to do the apology tour. But it's not about you. It's about everybody else. Supreme accountability don't got nothing to do with nobody else but me. Supreme accountability is all you. Surface accountability is about the community and you needing to be accepted. And if you apologize, right, then you'll be back into the community. I don't give a damn. Supreme accountability is my bad. It's my fault. Either you're going to rock with me or not, right? Either you're going to accept it or not. That's my fault. Supreme accountability is personal. It's intimate. It's I picked that woman. It's I picked that man. I picked this job. Wherever I am, it's because I want to be here. That's a supreme accountability, right? Regular accountability is, you only saying sorry because you got caught. You're only saying sorry because people are saying things about you. It's more about the people on the peripheral, right? But supreme accountability, man, I don't give a shit. I'm sorry for me. Before, I don't need y'all sorry. I'm sorry for me. And then when I get through there, then I can step into if it's, telling other people sorry, that's my bad, but that's not how it works over here. So what I just went through is a whole system of thinking. And that system, those windows are open in my mind at all times. So I just not talking this, I'm living this, and it ain't for everybody though. It ain't for everybody over there. This ain't for the man that's a victim. This ain't for the woman that's a victim, right? This is not for a TikTok crowd. This is for grown-ups. This is for like, yo, I'm responsible for that marriage. I'm responsible for these kids. I'm responsible for all this shit. When I look at my bank account, I can't blame nobody if I don't like what the results are. I can't hate on nobody. If I'm not getting the results that I think I should get, I gotta go back to my plate. These women ain't doing nothing to me. These men ain't doing nothing to me. The system ain't doing nothing to me. Even the system. I'm here, right? I'm here, right? When I'm turning up, it's because of the system. So when it go bad, it's supreme accountability is different. Supreme accountability is personal. Regular accountability is for everybody else. I deal with the personal aspect. That you don't talking to me, you don't get to wiggle out of the storyline and yeah, that man or no, that woman. Nah, yo, you're the star of the movie. If y'all not alike, how the hell was y'all in the bed together? Right? If y'all not alike, y'all broke bread together and y'all was eating together. How are y'all not alike? Y'all are very much alike. You know what I'm saying? So when you deal with supreme accountability, when I talk to people, I talk to them on a personal level, right? That's why behind the scenes, people come to me because before I say you're wrong, I ask, are you all right? Yo, you good? You straight? Right? Before I say, hey, you was wrong for that, I need to know everything going on for you. Before I get to you was wrong for that, I need to connect with you. That's what I do. That's my shit. That ain't for everybody. That's wounded healer shit. Cause I'm wounded, my first thing is to not put you in hell. Right? That's an easy thing, and that's not to connect with you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're wrong. It ain't just binary. I need to know the situation. How you get yourself in a situation and how you get yourself out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the 10 laws of accountability. And I'm just giving you an example of a philosophy that I have, that I created, that I walk around with. And if I go talk to somebody, I'm never going to talk to somebody without my philosophy. I'm going to show up with my philosophy in hand with me. You know what I'm saying? And you got to deal with that shit. You got to deal with my philosophy. You feel me? You have to come at me like that. And you can't come at me like Brittany Renner cuz I'm not giving the world my truth. Right? I don't need the world to see me. I don't need the comment section to see me. All I need is a couple people that rock with me behind the scenes. And if I'm the shit to them, no disrespect, but fuck everybody else. No disrespect to nobody. But that's real talk. All I need is my people behind the scenes. All I need is my people behind the scenes. I'm good with y'all. I'm good with my few tribal members. Am I good with y'all? Then I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm good. Any questions about the 10 laws of accountability? Any questions? It's Sunday clock T. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wake it up. Clock T, right? Clock T. You know what I mean? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? I had a super chat a long time ago, but I was, you know what I mean? I don't like to cut my wisdom. Shout out to Ebony with the super chat. Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you, love. With the 25. Appreciate you. Oh, I couldn't go up no more. There was someone else. I think it was. If you send a super chat, shoot. Say something in the chat right now while I'm paying attention for it. Oh, I think Planetera came through with a super chat. Shout out to you, right? Shout out to you. I don't know what you came through with, but I think you had the super chat. I only got one good eye, so I don't see everything unless I look over there. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. No, the 10 laws are going to be based on what's important at what's going on with your life. If what you are if what you experience, you go to a law, you're not a victim, it's just your turn. That's the most important thing. They're not static like that. It's going to be based on order of importance, based on how you have to use it, right? That's what it's based on. You know what I mean? It's based on how you have to use the 10 laws. That's what the importance is. Um, it will be for pre-sale. I'll give everybody a heads up on that. Shit's gonna be dope. And again, this is my personal philosophy, but since we all this thing of ours, it's our personal philosophy. So when I'm chopping it up with somebody, I'm talking to somebody, understand I'm never holding to what the world says. I don't care about the world. The world could burn. I ain't tripping off the world. I'm talking about us. What we do, right? I'm big on tribe, like my crew versus everybody else crew, right? And I don't want nobody that's rocking with this crew to ever judge anybody based on the metrics of the peanut gallery. They don't got the answers, and I don't care if they outnumber us, and they not more wavy than us. They don't look better than us. Their vacations ain't better than us. They ain't get more money than us. They love life don't look like ours. Their plates don't look like ours. That's how I judge the wave, right? Right? No, no, no. I'm not listening to nobody. Your house look a certain type of way. You don't even make your bed. Your bathroom ain't a certain kind of way. When I get off here, I'm about to go hit my bathroom. I'm about to go do my Sunday shit and check in with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? About to get in the toilets. About to move the rugs. Put the rugs in the washing machine. The kid is about to pick the clothes out for the week. We about to make sure everything is washed. Right? We put the toothbrush to the, come on, fam. Shoestrings go in the wash. All that, right? And I'm not about to be back live until all that shit is done. I'm about to go hit my bathroom. Go hit your bathroom, yo. It's Sunday. Put your gospel on, put your rap on, put your stuff on. Get into yourself and get offline. And if you online, make sure you listening to ebooks, stuff like that. And if I ain't popping that shit, if you hear me one day and I no longer serve you, please unsubscribe. Right? And months later, tap back in, see what I'm on. And if I ain't on it, don't rock with me. Never show up here like you owe me something. Like you owe me a like or like you owe me $1. Only rock with me if I am serving your need. This our tribe don't work like that, right? I gotta be doing what you expect me to do. And if I ain't doing that, then you gotta go somewhere else. Right? It ain't that kind of party. Ain't no hero worship. And you don't ever rock with me when I'm wrong. Don't ever rock with me if I ain't showing up right. You see me, my beard ain't done. I ain't getting no haircuts. Yeah, I might get one time of that. But if you see me on a consistent basis where I ain't showing up right, you dead wrong if you come in my comment section and you talk to me and look past all that shit just on the strength because you think we got a relationship. Hell no. Don't Brittany Renner me. Man, get me up out of here if I ain't right. Right? I need to see a bunch of peace signs in the chat if I'm showing up and my shit ain't right. Or hell no. Or you can see me clearly something is wrong with me. There's something wrong with my energy. Don't just be in the chat because I'm live. Hell no. And I don't want to deal with no people like that. You got to be in good standings. And if I'm out of touch with the people and I'm not speaking directly with my people, the people that follow me, the people I'm in a relationship, if I'm not speaking directly to where you at, you got to give me the heads up because the season could change and I might be out of season. So if the message is never upgraded, man, oh shit. This is a good question. I don't know. Maybe somebody could help the beloved out. Wash rugs. I'm in the market. What are some washable rug brands you recommend? I don't know. What I do is I put them. I hang them out in the backyard, right? And I use the hose because I know some carpets you can't wash because of the material, right? And sometimes you might have to do the old get you a shampoo, right? A shampooer. But if anybody has some info for this, oh excuse me, please drop the info in there. But for me, we soap them up, we put them in the backyard, we hose them down, and you can't put every rug in the washing machine, right? It's just going. It might tear your washing machine up depending on how newer your washing machine is. So a lot of times, if you got a good quality, put your rug in the backyard. But a lot of those bathroom rugs though, those is I've washed them before. Right, I've washed them before, and that's super important because that's the bathroom. So those rugs carry a lot of just shit, right? Real quick. Okay. What else we got? What research do you study to practice principles of pre-accountability? What resources do I study? There is a right now I'm listening to, so the laws of accountability, that's mine. But how I keep my sword sharpened, right now I'm listening to the neuropsychology of self-discipline. So I got that I'm listening to and I'm going to sleep with. So I'm listening to the neuropsychology of self discipline. Then I'll go to the Edward Delmar, Eugene Delmar, and that's the not accountability, but supreme personality. Then I also have the science of self esteem. Those are the things that that I'm into. Also, would y'all be interested in doing like a book club? But it's something that other people might have to have control over, and I could just dip in and out. But just something to put us together. We could read. I don't always have time to be the leader of it, but if there's some people that would be interested in that, and you have time, maybe you and someone else, and y'all can run it, and I could support y'all. Maybe my name could get it there, and I could come support the book club. But I don't. You tell me how you would run it. If it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook. Where do we meet up? Right? Where do we meet up? Because I got some fire. I got some fire. But someone else would probably have to be the people that manage it, run it, and I dip my head in and give commentary. But I can't be the leader of it though. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Someone else has to be the leader. I got the books all day. That can be my contribution of where we should go in a direction. But someone else or a group, y'all do it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all just need to tell me how to run it. And where do we meet? Is it a Facebook group, a YouTube group? Do we read together? So anybody in the chat, maybe you can do inventory because I'm out books for days. You know what I'm saying? I'm out books for days. You know what I mean? Um, I Shout out to Laura. What research do you study the principles of the practice supreme accountability? Supreme accountability. That's mine. That's what I created. But the things that I use to support my philosophy is neuropsychology of self discipline. You Eugene Delmar, like supreme personality. Then I have the art and science of self esteem, stuff like that. Like I use a lot of I go old school with a lot of the books that I read. But shout out to you with the 9.99. So yeah, with the book club, I'm down. I'm down. I'm down with that. But again, I don't have time. I don't have time to be the leader of it. But if other people, so okay, if y'all want to do a book club, here go the first book. And then we can meet after this. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you the first book. Hold on. 1 second. And make sure y'all go through this link so I can get my affiliateship. Hold on, hold on. I ain't gonna show you the book until I put the link in the chat. Clock T. Hold up, what's that? So this is the book I'm reading right now. So if y'all really want to do a book club, so on Facebook and on YouTube, on this chat, put your email in the chat. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you the book I'm reading right now. So I'm gonna put this in the chat, and this is I want to talk about this. Now this is it has to be in a book club because this conversation is not a conversation that I will have in public. So it has to be in a book club because this conversation is a conversation we all got to trigger through. Okay, hold on one second. Let me see. Damn. I'm trying to put the link in the chat. It's not letting me. Hold on. And I'm gonna have somebody on the emails on YouTube and Facebook. I'm gonna have somebody come through, and we will be in touch with you. Cause I got a great book right now that I'm reading, and oh, I'm not signed in. Hold on, let me sign in. So I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. The link I'm gonna pick, that's my affiliate link. So let me get 5 cents off if you go ahead and get the book. Let me see. Make sure I talk to each other while I don't. That's filler space right there. I don't like that filler. So make sure y'all keep the chat going while we got that dead zone. Also, y'all also notice that a lot of content creators, they turn their camera on and don't talk. They just be like there looking at the camera. That's a no. That's too much dead space. That's a lot of air. 336-879. 336-876. Okay. Okay, hold on. Damn, I don't see my damn. Guess I'm gonna miss out on this one. I gotta check that, but I gotta hurry up. So the book that I'm reading, I'll get it on the back end, is this right here. I want to talk about this. It's called Bad Sex. Very interesting read, and it's a book like so for real on some like if I'm gonna do a book club, I want to talk about like real things, and I want to read like real books that we all could talk about, men and women. This is a very book where it's you're gonna have to trigger through it because if you've been in relationships or you just it's this. It's called Bad Sex by Nina Willis Aaronwitz. Right. This is the book I'm reading. I can't get the link right now for some reason. But this is the book. So if you want to do a book club, this is what I'm reading right now. And I'm on page 107, right? And if people are serious, I will read something else. I'll read something else until everybody get to catch up. But this is something I want to talk about. Right? Oh, hold on. see it. Hold up. Oh, there we go. So I'm about to put the link in the chat. I found it. Hold on one sec, y'all. So if you interested in this, hold on. Hold on. Here is the link in the chat that I'm putting there. That's for YouTube. So YouTube people, there goes the link. And on Facebook, I'm gonna put the link in there. So if y'all are serious on the book club, I'll and if you don't want to put your email in the chat, email me at billions at kenbrisbane.com. Billions at kenbrisbane.com. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat too. I gotta go. 1 second, y'all. So I'm on page 107. If y'all serious, I'll pause on that and I'll start reading something else until y'all catch up. Cause this is a conversation I really want to have, like for real, in real time. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So there's a link, and I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. That's my affiliate link. So, all right. So it's this right here. I put the link in both places. My email is, if you're not comfortable putting the link in the chat, and we'll figure out if we're gonna do a conference call, something like that. Let me put my email in the chat. I gotta roll. I got a whole kid that I gotta get to. Hold on. He be like, nah, keep playing, Dad. Keep playing, because he want to stay on that game. Hell no. Hold on. You coming off that game. Hold on. He like when he could slide on me. Hell no. I'm coming right off. He like, no, stay on. Oh, we about to clean this bathroom. Hold on. Okay. So that's here go my email. And you can send your emails here, and we'll all come together and do that. I'm down with that. Only if people serious. If don't know too many people, it has to be at least 10 to 15, or it's not even worth it, right? But this is the book, and I want to talk about this because y'all some freaks, but if we're gonna build, on some real life conversation stuff, but it gotta be behind the scenes like this, right? And don't bring our behind the scenes conversation to the public, right? So here it is. Let me get out of here. That's billions at kenbrisbane.com. Y'all, don't wind up like Brittany Renner. Don't wind up like none of these people. Make sure you show up with your philosophy. Make sure you show up the right way. Make sure you are serious about creating a boundary with how you look and how you present yourself. Don't be out here playing games, because how you show up matters. Your boundaries matter, and don't let nobody play with you. Show up in your philosophy. If you don't have no philosophy, then go ahead and take our philosophy on, and that is the 10 laws of accountability. It'll save your life. You can when you part of the fam, it ain't mine. It's ours. So, you know what? Holla at me. You know what it is. Clock T. Wake it up. Clock T.
Biggest game is like, remember we was all back in high school? Some of you may be still in high school or whatever, but follow me. We had the regular class, and then you had honors class. And I feel like Ken Billion's game is nothing but honors class. Everything that you learned in life and been through in life, or whatever he's talking about at that certain time, and, point of reference, game for guys. Everybody learn game from somebody, and this and that, and it's all over the place. But once I listen to Game for Guys, it's like being in an honors class. Ken is a brilliant guy. I still listen to him to this day. Listen to him almost every other day, and I stay studying. And if I look at a video and he's giving us homework, I'm gonna look through that video. I'm gonna write my notes down. I'm gonna do my homework. Then I'm gonna watch the next video. I mean, you just can't get enough of the game and the knowledge that this brother brings to you. He's allowed me to look back into history. my own history. I found out about black people that I never even knew about. Black millionaires and people like that. Recently I learned about the reticular activating system, and that's something that I'm studying up on as we speak, which I plan on reprogramming myself. You know what I'm saying? So overall, the Ken Business game has done a lot for me. It's allowed me to elevate as a man, as a father. It just allowed me to be more excited about life and not be in the program of being oppressed. And that's one of the main things for me that I have to say that this game has done for me. And I'm so glad that I ran across it.